Hey, oh, now it's a toy kind of mood. Episode 210210 ATKM. That's right. What if Classified, G.I. Joe Classified, had this many snake eyes and more? Cold Slither, a giant dragon crowdfund, an elimination chamber, a steel cage, a Punjabi prison crowdfund. Lots of crazy things happening in toys. This is like a double episode, a double LP. World excited, KJ. Black Genghis in the house. Bobby will be joining us in a little bit, and he better hurry up because the intro is for him. KJ, what it do, my man?
Man, I'm living life feeling fine, dude. It is a lovely Wednesday here in Los Angeles, California. Mind the background noise, man. I got central air. Central air is not quiet. I need it. Rock with me, man. It's gonna be worth it. But just I gotta let a brother cool off, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Goodness. Woo!
Hey, and speaking of double LPs, there's some talk here, and we'll get right into the first comment. We were going to go right into the show because this is a mega show, but we will give Bobby a couple minutes to join us. He's on locale in Austin. Stanley says, Trav, you have a stunt double, correct? Plug him into your screen so you can get yourself to Joe Fest. Now, it doesn't look like a toy kind of mood is going to be at Joe Fest. And shout out to Ed, man. We had him on the show before, and a lot of us were there last year, and we had a panel. I don't know if it's going to work out this year. Lots of things happening. But that weekend is Wu-Tang Clan and Run the Jewels. Remember, our intro music used to be Run the Jewels. KJ, you got to go to that show with me, man.
Look, man, tickets right now looking like I had to either invest in crypto or I had to part with some vital organs. So we'll see.
That works because the show is at crypto. It's at the crypto arena. So maybe you can get in with some crypto then. Yeah. So I'm thinking, man, I could spend maybe under $500 on a pair of tickets, and then maybe someone will pay for one of them, or spend like way more than that at Joe Fest. And Joe Fest, just to let you know, was like the best time I had all last year. I can't think of a better time. Comic-Con was fun. Family trips are fun, but Joe Fest was the best time I had, especially doing a panel, crappy audio or not. Speaking of which, I'm using hotel Wi-Fi, as you can see in the background. This is not my living room. I'm not that debonair, but if it craps out, chat, let me know if the Wi-Fi is suffering or anything like that. But I did get it boosted. I paid the little extra, and it seemed to be working okay. But let me know. Let's see who else is in the Chizat. Lone Wolf of Wall Street, great movie. Anyone going to Elimination Chamber this weekend? Where is the Elimination Chamber, KJ? I know we'll be watching it at 7 p.m. Eastern on Saturday.
Toronto. It's Toronto this year.
All right, Toronto. Well, Canada. I don't think I'll be there. I'm in Ohio. Actually, Raw was in Ohio this week, but it was in Cincinnati, not Cleveland. The Cleveland Arena, whatever the hell it's called, is across the street from me. And this happened to me when I worked Chicago last year. AEW was in town, and they weren't at the arena next to me. They were like at some other one on the other side of town. So no luck, but let's see what else we got. Stygian, RIP Street Humans. What up? Stygian. Chris G, LOLs. All right, Checkpoint Alpha, Cole freaking Slither. Hell yeah. That's what we about it. We're going to get into it. Let's see what else. A must have. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Don't worry. Main event time. Ronnie Trickshot in the house. What's going on? Hi, guys. Nice profile pic. Blitz says, KJ. Images. Dude, shout out to Debo DNA. I don't know how many YouTube shows you've been on, but you were excellent on the Baldy Locks special on Cold Slither. Shout out to Bees Battlegrounds. Of course, he was with us last time. Great episode, of course. Debo, we got to hang out. Speaking of Joe Fest, we got to hang out and meet, and good dude, and knows his instruments. And there's a shout to you later when we talk Cold Slither, because I had to steal at least your info on one of the instruments. It was magnificent. Of course, I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so we had to do that. Yeah, I think he's talking about Joe Riot is talking about it was great. What up, man? Good to see you. All right. And Paul Galliano, hey, what up? How's it going? Andy Ledwidge in the house. We got a good crowd right now, nice and early, because we get a lot to talk about. We might just have to get in. We might just have to get right into the show because we got too much to talk about. But I'll say hi to DWH. It is a wonderful time to be a collector. I'll skip this first part because we can't do it without Bobby because he'll kill me. And man, I almost have to skip the second part. What should we do? Well, cool. All right, I got something we can get into, and we'll come back to that. See, I'm a nice guy. Well, I'm a nice host. Here we go. All right, we talked about this last week, right? So let's do a follow-up. We have full images right now of M.A.S.K Toys 112 Collective, Cartoon Network, Samurai Jack. We got some newer looks. KJ, as I scan through these, any this update do anything for you or what?
Yeah, it confirms that we're getting extra head sculpts. We're getting some really cool dynamic expressions. This is tailor-made for fans of the show, for toy photographers. They're gonna love the hell out of this, and especially with M.A.S.K, they love their weapons. They love their samurai weapons. This is gonna be a lot of fun, especially with that soft goods robe. If it's wired the way I think it is, there's gonna be so much you can do with the cuffs, with the directionality. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, dude. I can't wait.
For the M.A.S.K price, I think it's good value, and you're going to see all the accessories in a minute. But of course, you get your gazillion hands. You get 5 sculpts, right? Unless that doesn't include the one he's got on. It could be 5 or 6. It looks like the first one.
Said 5 interchangeable, so it's kind of
yeah, 5 interchangeable. You get the hair pieces and everything. And look at this. You got a lot. I mean, I think this is $95. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's for a M.A.S.K price item. Remember, there's nothing really under 95 in the whole catalog. So for all this, I think it's fair, you know, and they got to pay WB and stuff. So
I mean, when you buy a M.A.S.K figure, this is part of the thing that goes into the price, because this is why it's great to get extra head sculpts, extra hands. Think McFarlane toys. Some of these toys didn't even come with an extra pair of hands back in 2020 or 2021. Bobby,
I'm back. I'm here. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, we're right into it. We got Bobby, so we're just gonna stick with this M.A.S.K 112 Samurai. Just quick thoughts. I'll scan through these 5 slides here, Bobby, and it's all you, man. Take it away. What do you think about you? You said you like value. Now you're not a M.A.S.K guy. We know that, but $95 is the lowest the prices usually go unless you see something on sale, and you're getting this. So you tell me if it's a good value and what you think about the figure.
This might be the first M.A.S.K I buy. Right? I bought one. I have bought one before, and I'm like, oh, it's cool. But for me, Samurai Jack is one of the all-time greatest cartoons. That final season that we got in like 2017, I think, genuinely heartbreaking. I think this is an amazing figure, and normally I'll say, like, you know, like they're wearing pajamas. Like every M.A.S.K figure looks like they're wearing pajamas.
Right.
As the Scotsman said, "What are you doing wearing pajamas? Like this fits. It fits."
He's supposed to wear pajamas. He's got
exactly.
a bathrobe on. So yeah.
I was about to comment that she would squash that. She's like, no, you're not buying shit. No, I think this is great. I think M.A.S.K, I think the face looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is great. This is without a doubt, until I see it and go this, but as of right now, this is the first home run for M.A.S.K.
Beautiful. All right, cool. You heard it here first. What a way to kick off the show. And actually, the way I really wanted to kick off the show was maybe what you're known for on the show, besides Motu and a little bit of Marvel. It's like you're in the end zone, man. Motu, Marvel, M.A.S.K. Talk
Give
to
me
me,
my
Bobby.
M.A.S.K. Give me my M.A.S.K. Look, I am praying to God that these are as good as I hope they are, because M.A.S.K was amazing. I showed my mom these today, and she goes, I always thought these were great, like between like G.I. Joe and Transformers. They were fun for you.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so these are great. I love that Thunderhawk. I will get Thunderhawk. I will get Hondo. I already have this one. I'll get it again. It looks great.
Yep.
And loyal subjects. We'll see. What the price point is, but it should be pretty decent.
Yeah, should be solid. And shout out to Spec. He lit these up because these are like dark teaser images, and that's why they're a little pixelated. But otherwise, if you want to see what the original images like, I mean, they're all over. Like check Full Force and all that. They're all over the internet. But we lit them up a little bit. Well, Spec did, so that way we can actually see what the figures look like on the stream. KJ, talk to me about M.A.S.K.
Look, man, they're the mighty power that can save the day. No one knows what lies behind the M.A.S.K charade. All right? Like, this is going to light up so many nostalgia buttons. It's got us in the fields. I could use this full line right now. I'm all about mixing the scales up. I got 118 stuff along with my 16, my 112s. So I think, loyal subjects handling this. I've never gotten anything from loyal subjects. People buy a lot of their figs all the time. I see it, but I see it like, at Ross or Burlington, right? So if they got what it takes, and this is the company leveling up, don't mess up M.A.S.K. I don't want to grab a switchblade and it like crumbles in my hands like the Bluesmobile at the end of the Blues Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully the quality will be as good as these teasers are tantalizing.
And then we got a few folks wondering scale, including our own Tony's Figs and our guy Debo here. So what do we think of scale, Bobby?
If they're smart, it'll be the original scale. I don't because I actually found all 4 Ninja Turtles at Ross for $10 each, and I opened up one, and they're not bad. They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad.
Yep.
I need these to be an original scale just for the price point. And I was talking to our buddy Steven, and Steve's like, it's loyal subjects, you'll get maybe 3 waves, but probably just 2, and it'll be just like an original scale. Like, fine.
Yeah, shout out to Toyomic. What's up, man? How you doing? And then 1/6 scale.
Yep.
So, very cool. All right. Looks like we got ourselves some excitement for Toy Fair coming up. They're going to be revealing it right tomorrow or next couple days or whatever at Toy Fair. I mean, not tomorrow, but Saturday, maybe. Tomorrow. Well, yeah, Friday or Saturday. Toy Fair, New York Toy Fair. So, and that's going to be a theme for what we're talking about later on. All right. So from one M to another. McFarlane, we're more M. So we're going to stick with you, Bobby, on this. We got new pictures today. So good thing I was checking it out. We got the DC Multiverse Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. This is the Flash and Titano. Am I saying that right?
Yep, Titano.
Cool. And it's a 2-pack. The pre-order is going to be $70, $69.99, and February 26th. I guess that was today. Then I already went on order then today at 9 a.m. Pacific time, I guess, noon. Ships in April, and fan channel, and I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, so it's tough because I am of 2 minds, right? Because on screen it looks cool. However, I remember when Spec saw the Batman vs. Kong 2-pack, he's like, this is crap because it has no joints. It's not articulated. The monkey is just one giant slab of plastic. I'm like, it can't be that bad. Can't be that bad. Spec is exaggerating, being hyperbolic, blah, blah, blah. I saw it in hand. I'm like, God damn, that's just one giant piece of plastic. Spec isn't being hyperbolic. He's just like, this is what the shit. There we go. Thank you.
There you go. Proof
the fact that McFarlane already isn't known for his articulation, but then you have a giant beefy figure, you can easily do articulation, and you can easily make it so that people can have them be able to make these like insane great dioramas, and you can't because you can't move them. You can't do shit with them. It's really really more than anything annoying. Like that Flash looks fantastic. I would get that Flash on the secondhand market just alone by himself. But
right, without having to pay the 70, like a
exactly.
35,
This
30
is
bucks.
not $75. It's actually kind of insulting.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the kryptonite scarring that he's got on there. That's pretty cool.
Like I said, if he had articulation, it could maybe push it to 70, but it's not articulated. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, just like place it on my desk and just like, cool, thanks, Uncle Todd. I can't do shit with it.
Well, he's still making DC Fix for now. KJ, quick thoughts on this so we can push along as well.
Yeah, it's a repack of the Batman Kong. I am going to skip this.
Cool. All right, we'll keep you here. Joker, Killing Joke, iconic comic, of course, a version of the Joker, Alan Moore, right? So, KJ, what are you thinking about this one?
So it's cool that this is out because a lot of people were trying to get this when the first version of it came out, like with the 3 Jokers or whatever.
Yeah.
It was hard as hell to get that one. That one went up for some dollars on the aftermarket. So I'm glad that this is back. I'm glad that it's getting the presentation it's getting. Fans of that Alan Moore book, they're going to dig the hell out of this. I'm glad they're treating this with the respect that it deserves. I'm probably going to skip this one too, because for me, I would rather get a soft goods version from third party than getting this. This should be $20-25, but it'll be $40, and the presentation of it will make it hard to argue that. People will pick it up at an inflated price point. So for that takes it out of the steering for me.
I guess the good thing, Bobby, you work for a comic book, company. This would be the perfect toy to have in a comic book shop, right? Like,
it would. Like, look, the Killing Joke is iconic. Exactly, it's an iconic storyline. Brian Boland, Alan Moore, stunning graphic novel. The figure, the presentation looks fantastic with him holding the camera. What's up, Todd? Holding the camera like he is. I'm going to, if depending on the price point, more than likely pass on it. Travis, I'll never forget seeing the animated Killing Joke with you.
I was thinking that Comic-Con.
At Comic-Con, we did the midnight showing, and we walked out there going, "What the was that?"
Some things are just better left on the pages, right?
Exactly.
So that's where we're at right there. Okay, let's move along to the next thing. I'll stick with you, Bobby. Batman, more Batman. Batman Begins, the red platinum wave.
It's cool. Look, I was never a huge fan of the Batman Begins suit. That Keaton suit looks badass, but I already have him because I have the Batmobile. I'm a little annoyed that this one comes with all those wonderful toys.
Oh, they got to give you a reason to get it again.
Exactly. You have to wonder, where does he get all those wonderful toys?
Yep.
But again, and this is where I'm a little annoyed just with these two. You've got both Batmans, great, but then the Batman Begins doesn't come with shit, basically, other than like a few. And then the grappling gun in 89 comes with a ton of cool shit. It's like, all right. I mean, obviously, look, I already have the Batman 89. I have no need to get another one.
I got the M.A.S.K one, but even I'm not collecting the scale, but even if I was, I get the M.A.S.K one. So
yeah, exactly.
Don't need it. All right, what else we got? Okay, here's some more looks, some close-ups.
Also, when did he have a Ninja Turtles like throwing star? Like that looks like the 200, like the 200X Ninja Turtle. Like what is that? No, come on.
Just extras. It's like
that looks cool.
Yeah.
What are you, man?
KJ, I thought you were gonna say you don't remember the scene where, I thought you were gonna come in with that. I was like,
you don't remember when Batman pulled out his Ninja Turtle grappling hook with the shells, and he said, "Cowabunga, Joker." No,
the crossover comic from IDW.
Great crossover.
So sometimes these promotional pictures, I mean, they will sell you the figure. So those two pieces, so he can do the cape thing. So I need that. I have the Batman 89 that came with the Batmobile, but I need that. Right now, I'm just using painted Q-tips to hold it together. Right. I need
This is
to
a
be able to do
comment.
that.
No comment is going to top this tonight. When did Uncle Todd start doing Batman?
No idea.
You win the night, Mr. Magus. Anyway, this is
Hold on.
part
Can you highlight Paul's quote? He talks about the throwing stars.
Yeah, we'll get okay.
Maybe they have those from stuff they weren't really showcased, and maybe they showed up in prop guide. Oh, all
Oh,
right.
okay.
I did not
There
know
you
that.
go. I like it. All right. Hey, props to Uncle Toddy then, and props to Paul for the comment and the edumacation. You're really good. Go Bat Ninja. Go Bat Ninja. Go. All right, we're gonna move along. We got Scarecrow. He's part of the set. If you pre-order the entire case, I think at Entertainment Earth for $138, it comes with this red platinum, hard to find Scarecrow from Batman Begins too. So heads up on that.
It's cool, but pass.
Cool. All right. And then what else we got next? I know we already talked about that. So move along. All right. Crowdfund time. Here we go. All right. 4 Horsemen went big on our asses with the Mythic Legions. Behithir Dragon. That's how you say it, Punk. I'm just kidding. I know he couldn't pronounce it on Monday. Shout out to our dude Punk with Toys. Yeah. Behithir Dragon campaign. 550. So more than a Dragonfly. In case you need to cry, needs 2,000 to hit, begins March 7th. So the campaign hasn't happened yet. Needs 2,000, and the stretch goals will be determined. What are we thinking, KJ? Is this going to happen quickly or not? 550 in this economy, but it is a giant dragon, and that is a hardcore, high-spending fan base, is the Mythic Legion group.
Yeah, but it's also the same people that buy Hot Toys and they buy imports and whatnot. So there's enough people in that realm who are getting Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, and whatnot. They'll get this. But they also have homes and they don't live in Los Angeles. But yeah, they will fund this and they will get it.
It'll happen, but how soon? That's what I want to know. How quick?
Not soon, because that's a lot of money. We're not going to be able to get eggs or milk anytime soon. I'm going to keep things light and broad. But the people who have 550 to throw around on a big ass dragon will.
Yeah.
It is one big ass dragon. But yeah, I don't think anybody from a Toy Kind of Mood's going to get this. Maybe I could see Spec getting this and then being single for the rest of his life. But I do see him being tempted by it because he wants to shoot this thing. Look at the photography, right?
I mean, I'm tempted by this thing, but I would like to keep my marriage. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it. There are figures that are pieces of work, pieces of art, and this is a piece of art.
Yeah,
this is
for sure. It's outstanding. Payment up front will slow the backing. Good call. Great note there, Stanley. Should have had that in my notes. But yeah,
I will say that paying up front is the best thing that you can do if you're going to be budgeting. Like, you don't want to get hit by surprises. So you don't want to get hit with this as a surprise. So I think that's smart.
Yeah, it's true. Were there no dragons in G.I. Joe? Because they had everything else. You know, they had every other fantastical element. But what about dragons? I don't think so. So
no, but I mean, if Marvel Legends, you have Fin Fang Foom.
True. That's very true. And that was always a rumored like HasLab too, right? So that's
always because they had that they had the Build-A-Figure.
Cool. Well, we have another crowdfund we'll get to in a sec, but there was we're gonna move on to Mattel. There was a leak of Voltac from the cartoon collection. Bobby, any comment on this? This is gonna be a Mattel Creations exclusive. Of course, it's the She-Ra Princess of Power 40th anniversary on the branding. Are you familiar with this character at all?
Nah, vaguely. It's cool. More power to them. I will pass. I know our friend Steven will probably get it. I'm gonna pass on this though.
Got it. Payment installments would not be a bad idea for that. Got to sell my Galactus. Why are you going to get rid of your Galactus for that dragon? I don't know if I do that before Fantastic Four.
Yeah, you've been looking at it for a while.
Cool. What are we looking at, KJ?
Looking at my Rio.
I need to pick him up, dude. I haven't got him yet. That looks amazing.
I love it. I've been waiting on this, but this is like a grail, and this is like one of the final pieces I really wanted in my Origins
Yeah.
collection. So I don't know who Voltac is. If there's ever a great Mattel Creations sale, I may be curious. The same way I was curious about Motherboard
Yeah.
or American Gladiators Evelyn, like
Yeah.
just like whatever.
Cool. All right, we're gonna stick with Mattel now. My favorite thing in the world for toys besides GI Joe, it's wrestling, and you guys don't let me talk about it because then you all leave. Don't leave. But we're gonna talk about wrestling because it's a massive crowdfund. And I think we actually got really great feedback in our YouTube community page. So go check that out. We always post all the links and news for toys and everything. And yeah, this is a big one. They actually, Mattel had a crowdfund concept poll. So this is one of those things where, yeah, sure, it's about wrestling, but it's more about the concept in different toy brands doing this, a crowdfund concept poll. And basically they brought 5 different concepts and they took a poll for the community. Which one do you want to see? Pick 2 out of 5. You could go check out Mattel Creations on social media or my homie My Damn Toys. He's posting all about it. So shout out to Trey. You got the Hell in the Cell one right there. So you got the toys on the right or left. You got the Extreme Rules there. Steel Cage, Modern, Hell in a Cell. We'll scan through these real quick. Now the Elimination Chamber is on Saturday.
Yes,
right?
it is.
The actual WWE PLE on Peacock or whatever will be the Elimination Chamber, and this is the modern take on it. So this actual, we think, well, anyway, that this actual cage will be in the event on Saturday. So that would seem to make the most sense, and it actually did get pretty good votes. The last time I looked at the poll, the Elimination Chamber was up there, but Hell in the Cell actually won. I think that's just the most iconic of the bunch. And then we also have the Elimination Chamber Classic. I don't think it makes the best toy, but it's very iconic for me personally. That might be my pick just because it means more to me than the others. And then this is the one that Bobby picked, the Punjabi prison. I kid, of course, but yeah. So what do you think, KJ? You're watching a lot of WWE these days, a lot of wrestling. Which one would you go with, man?
Man, Hell in a Cell sounds like a lot of fun. I don't think you can lose either way. If I had to pick, it'd be that, just because it's just more plastic, and then I can use more of those pieces for like fencing or background or whatever. I can do more with the Hell in the Cell than say Elimination Chamber or even Extreme Rules. Because with Elimination Chamber, unless I'm doing Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome reenactments, I can't really reuse that. So I can get more out of Hell in the Cell.
Here's a good one. I voted for Punjabi prison just to skew the numbers. You might have been the only vote. That's actually, we didn't even have it because you can only put 4 pictures. So I was like, I'm not even going to bother putting Punjabi prison. So that shows you how dedicated Spec is. He'll vote for something that's not even there. Bobby, who are you going with?
I'm with KJ, Hell in the Cell, but for me, it's Hell in the Cell because the Undertaker Mankind match, right? Like that, or shit, was it 2 years ago? When Edge and Finn fought in the Hell in the Cell. Wasn't it 2 years ago? When Edge threw the ladder onto
I think
3 years ago. Yeah. He had
3 years ago.
Nasty gash on his like that was such a great Hell in the Cell. But I'm kind of with you though, Chav, and that Elimination Chamber, which is a Saturday, looks dope as shit.
Right. Look at this. I would get Hell in the Cell to put Cold Slither and their hold their concept there. So
yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Liquid Identity. I feel like I haven't seen this name in a while. Gridiron Mythic cross section of collectors. There you go. And is there a far and away winner? On the poll, Hell in the Cell was winning our poll. And then the 2 Elimination Chambers were like almost split. The modern was ahead by a little bit, and then the classic was just behind.
I like the classic more. I won't lie.
Yeah, I do like the classic, but if you look at as a toy, I feel like the modern's better. Just like you could see everything easier because like I feel like this one's a little tighter, but it's I don't know. But that would be my pick anyway. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I did want to talk about it because The voting window closes on February 28th and at midnight. So you got another day. Go check out all the posts. So Action Figure Attack, My Damn Toys, go vote, Mattel Creations. And then the question is, would you like to see G.I. Joe Classified do a crowdfund concept poll for either their HasLab or maybe one of those made-to-order vehicles that we were talking about for several weeks in a row, KJ?
It had good fan interactions, like with like the different hiss figures and choosing like which colorways, that kind of thing. But it can get tricky. It can get tricky. You're like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Like, we already have a couple of schisms in the Joe community already between classified and vintage O-ring and everything else. So if you do that, you're opening up Pandora's box about like, oh, we're gonna get the pit. No, man, get the Terradrome. Like, I would, if someone were getting in the way of me getting a Terradrome, there'd be no limit to the amount of shit I would end up talking. So it may be better if we just focus on the one thing that everyone can get behind.
And Judge Dredd says all crowdfunds should be fans' choice. Well, I guess if they're dream projects, we should vote on our dreams, right, Bobby? I don't know.
I mean, yeah. And it's one of those things.
Let the fans vote on the patches.
Fuck the patches.
Yes.
I mean, I think KJ brings up a good point when it comes to crowdfunding and having people vote, and the fact that when you do allow people to vote, the people who don't get what they wanted will, and they'll do it no matter what happens. They'll bitch and complain about like, oh, why? I didn't vote for this. I don't want this. Like, well, you know what? If enough people vote for it, maybe they go, oh, like, okay, 60% wanted this, but like 35% wanted this. Well, we'll maybe put that on the back burner, and like maybe next time, then maybe we'll see what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, I think it would be a great like finger on the pulse of what the fans are looking for.
No pun intended.
I think it would be cool to have the poll for the made-to-order vehicles because it's made to order.
Yeah.
Right. So they have to, and they're probably eventually going to make if they have like a vote of 5, they'll probably make at least 4 of the 5 anyway. So, but at least it could be in the order. But like all the ones we were talking about, like the Mauler and Snowcat and all that stuff. I think the stuff that's not like super expensive would be great because in case something crazy happened with the voting or they wouldn't have to switch it. I think that's stuff that they could make. All right, one more shout to wrestling real quick because everybody loves
that's dope.
The Road Warriors, Lenny and Tony. Of course, they dressed infamously on Halloween one time back in the day. Yes. So Ringside Collectibles, my good buddy JP John, head of Ringside, he has an action figure line now. Of course, they came out the Legion of Doom and Steiner Brothers, those mini ones that were like the retro looking pack that I really thought were a lot of fun. But now they're getting in a 112 like everybody else. But they got 2 guys that no one else has because of the contracts. Right now, Road Warriors are not under a WWE Legends contract. So they took advantage of that. They're coming out with their own 2 packs. So not only does Ringside Collectibles have the exclusive on Tag Team Ultimates for Mattel, they are also making their own basically like Jazz Wares meets Elite figures here with Ringside and Road Warrior, Animal, and Hawk. Bobby, I know you're a fan of the LOD and the Road Warriors.
God damn. That's what I'll say. That those look really good. And as someone who watched the Road Warriors as a kid, oh man, that's tempting. That is really tempting. Although I won't lie, as much as I loved the Legion of Doom, I was also a huge Bushwhackers fan. I loved the Bushwhackers. They were
my sister. Luke and Butch, my sister, loved the executions.
Like, come on, they're great. They're great. Yeah. This is fantastic. Ringside Collectibles. Ringside Collectibles did a great job with this. They look great. And yeah, I might have to snag these because these look really, really, really good.
Yeah, you a fan of the Road Warriors, KJ?
I mean, props to the Road Warriors. I think I'll go back and watch matches from way back. And I watched the Road Warriors take on, I want to say it was either CM Punk or somebody, but it was a great match. These look great. The variants look great. If we didn't have dreadnoughts, these would be like your dreadnoughts, Moody, like your substitute dreadnoughts, basically.
Right. For sure. And yeah, these are kind of like these, because I said they're between the Jazzwares, AEW, and Mattel. They're not all the way in Mattel quality, I'll admit that, but
Yeah.
I think they're a great placeholder, and Ringside's a great company, and you're gonna get, there's not gonna be anything wrong with your toy or anything like that. So they made really good, the smaller figures. So this is their first stab at it, and what better way to bust the gate open than with Hawk and Animal. So
Yeah.
shout out to Ringside. Okay,
And
moving on.
Great
Yep.
Vice episode. Great Vice episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to Kim Best. He talks about the Ultimates. Like if these had the Ultimate Edition articulation and even extras and whatnot, then yeah, that would be like a home run. But just for starting off, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's if Mattel gets the Legends license, and we're getting Demolition. So because they're going to be in the video game WWE 2K25 that's rolling out soon.
Shit,
There's
okay.
a lot of trailers on that. Road Warriors are not. So we're just like, I'm going crazy over Great Muta, right? We get Great Muta in the video game. I'm going to meet Great Muta WrestleMania weekend. I already bought my ticket to meet him.
Oh, nice.
He's going to sign my figure, so I better get it soon so he can sign it and hold it up. But yeah, so anyway, my point is, it depends on the Legends deal. Road Warriors don't have it. It was open season, but Demolition does have it right now. So, okay, moving on to Mattel Creations revealed. And this is the schedule we got, Bobby, coming up on March 6th, 1 week before, well, it wouldn't be before Toy Fair. I forgot what it was. Oh, before Walmart Collector Con, which we'll talk about in a second. So this is 1 week before that. Mattel revealed, and Motu, WWE, which we just talked about, and a bunch of other stuff. So any comment on this before you move on?
I am praying to God that it's not going to break my bank. There it is.
There'll be plenty of WWE that eats up my wallet. KJ, what are you thinking about what they're doing with? And this is going to be live, by the way, a live, not a pre-tape thing or anything.
Yeah, man, I do damn near all this stuff. They had a Uno pack that was like a No Mercy Uno pack. I went to a black college, and that Uno pack would have started fights.
Yeah.
Like even like getting a weird Barbie. The Barbie movie was excellent.
It was fantastic.
They just need to do even more stuff. I need an Issa Rae Barbie doll that I can give to either like one of my friend's kids or something back in the day. But anyway, Hot Wheels. I collect Hot Wheels right now. Hold on a second.
Same.
Like I do this right now.
Same.
All right. So the Hot Wheels is going to be a problem for me. Motu is going to be a problem for me. WWE is looking like it'll be a problem for me if they give me the right Ultimate Editions. Yeah, a lot of this is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, for me,
so I gotta butt in. Sorry, Bobby. We already have the Steiner Brothers, Ringside Collectibles, exclusive Steiner Brothers. Go check them out. One of my favorites of the year from last year. So they definitely already have that tag team set, and it comes in a nice package, and it comes with their collegiate outfits too. But go ahead, Bobby.
Let's say I'm just there's no $5,000 check coming in the mail. Don't hold your breath. Okay, so for me, yeah, the Motu. I mean, I picked up that Ted Lasso Barbie collector last year. But Motu, Hot Wheels, and wrestling the WWE collectibles. I seen that picture. I hope that they do a better one. But that Jey Uso from, I think it was the Elite version, his face just looked like Seth Rollins. Like there was I was like very very disappointed in that Jey Uso.
Yeah,
like it wasn't good.
Especially,
and you two will appreciate this. I got Ashley. She doesn't like go, oh, let's watch Raw. I'm like, hey, do you want if we watch Raw? And she's like, yeah, sure, go ahead, let's do it. And so when Seth Rollins comes out, she's doing the chant with it. When Seth comes out, Ashley going, oh, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, she won't be doing the chant with you when those figures come in the mail. That's for sure.
No, she will not. But yeah, but if we get some really good Ultimates,
cool.
Let's see.
All right, and I should put in a plug here because someone was asking about movie Motu. I think you were thinking about maybe doing a Motu movie show on GHG.
Whenever it probably can be like in a week or so, whenever I can get Lance to sit down. Yes, thank you guys. I will. I'll put her link in here in a second. She does customs. But the Mode 2 movie is actually shooting. It's in production. I'm actually kind of shocked it's actually happening because we've been waiting for this for the past 20 years of because you've had so many like start and stops. Am I particularly happy with the story? No, I hate that it takes place on Earth again. However, the casting, minus Jared Leto, the casting is fantastic, and Nicholas as He-Man got jacked. Like, he is huge. So
yeah,
let's see.
Well, let's see what happens at Toy Fair, and maybe you see what happens at Mattel Revealed, and then there'll be plenty to talk about for toys for the movie. I just want to point this out. The Hot Toys Nightmare. Hello there, second time watching the show live and enjoying it. Thanks so much. I'm glad it's better than the first time. I really appreciate that. And as always, DJ Mr. McFly on the 1 and 2s. Hit that like button, people, please. That's all we ask. If you want a super chat, even better, because we got a lot to talk about. We're probably not gonna. Hey, it's okay. We got a lot to talk about, and it's gonna be hard to keep up with comments because we got millions of things to talk about. That was 40 minutes plus of just the toy news alone. So yeah, let's get that up there.
Yeah,
for awesome stickers.
You may need to do that again because it's going to combine.
Both I gotta fix it real quick. There we go.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's do
Cool.
this again. Boom.
Awesome.
There we go.
All right, we got to move on. You want to share something? Here we go. That's easy to take a screenshot, everybody. That's
it's easy to remember. B_CX_BKQYNXWR. Easy.
Take a screenshot.
Easy. Simple.
Screenshot or shoot a photo. That's what your camera's for. And we will talk about this, yes, because we talk about it now, then you won't stay up with me till 1 a.m.
Exactly.
And that's right. I'm on the East Coast tonight, so I'm going late. I'm like Baldy's Locks Reviews. All right, look, we had a fan stream today. Hasbro Star Wars. It was actually good. Spoiler alert. It wasn't bad. Stick with us. I think it was pretty good. And we're going to make it quick. We're going to do a force, a divorce. So not smash or pass. It's Star Wars. It's the final Hasbro stream before New York Toy Fair for Star Wars anyway. Force or divorce. Let's go to it. Now, Land Speeder, TVC, I think the only one doing really TVC is Bobby, right? You, KJ and I are not.
Yes. Yep. And
the Land Speeder.
There you go. I give Tony some love because he.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Depending on the price point, again, I don't have. Oh no, wait, I do have that loot coming in. Ooh, okay. I probably will end up getting this just to go with my Luke and Obi-Wan.
Toy Optics divorce the entire TVC. I love it.
But yeah, if it's the right price point, yeah, sure. Let's do it. I love TVC. I think it's a.
What are you supposed to say? Force or divorce?
Oh, sorry, force.
All right. May the force be with you. And all right. So you're the right, KJ. You're not doing TVC, right? Just Black Series.
I mean, I'm gonna get that Land Speeder. I got the.
Okay. Here we go. All right. So two forces. All right. I do have the TVC. What is the thing we can't say anymore? Slave One.
The Slave One, yeah.
Right. Slave One, the Boba Fett starship, and then I got the other one from Mandalorian, the other light starship, Starlight Cruiser. There you go. So I got those two. Those are the only TVC ones. This might be hard to pass up. So again, maybe I'll just say 3 forces because even if I'm not buying it, I think it's a great pipeline reveal. It's a great way to start the stream. All right, we're gonna go with Momwa, Nadan, KJ. So you are in TVC space. So what do you think?
I get some TVC stuff. I get what.
All right, did you get the Cantina? Did either one of you back the Cantina?
I did not get the Cantina. No. This is a divorce for me.
Okay, and then how about same thing, divorce court? Cool. All right, very cool figure. I like at least that TVC is supporting that whole. They spent a lot of money on the crowdfund, or the people did, or whatever. So they're supporting it. They're building the world, right? And we got more of that building the world with Pondo Baba. A lot of these figs we got in Black Series. I don't think we didn't get Momwa already. We got versions of that, right? But versions of that Hammerhead, but we haven't gotten we got Pondo Baba already in Black Series, maybe almost two years ago right now. Yeah. So what do you think of Bobby?
Divorce.
All right, KJ. How about that arm though? That's sliced off.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, but
That's
it's also
dope.
a divorce for me.
Cool. Very cool though. All right. As we fly through, there's the
I do
card
like
back.
that.
There's the you could see the arm has that. I like that. There's a little bit of battle damage and stuff, and the hands look cool. This is definitely a better. So that's what the one thing TVC is coming out after Black Series, but they're making better figures.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's
right.
just a different scale, but they even admit it, like in the fan stream, they're like, we added this face texture, we added so they're kind of like improving the Black Series figure, but for TVC. And here we go. TVC collectors are having a conniption because of the size of the cards on these deluxe figures. All right. Hammerhead Man and Walrus Man back in the day, in the Kenner days, I guess. Okay, cool. All right, we got this figure last year. I think this was Spec's like favorite Black Series figure of the year. It's one of mine too. The Imperial Armored Commando, Bobby.
I'll wait to see it in person. It's a force for me though. It looks dope as shit.
Is this true, KJ? Didn't they say the new TVC price is $24.99?
I mean, maybe as Star Wars fans are crazy and they'll pay it if they want it. I know Kasantan costs more than that, but that was a deluxe.
Yeah.
The Dark Troopers for TVC cost about the same, and that came with the little diorama piece. So who knows?
Look,
Okay,
if these
they're calling this a deluxe, yeah. See, right?
Yeah,
there.
all the stuff that comes with it. Yeah.
All the stuff that you could fit in any other $24.99 figure. You know, unless it's Spider-Man, then that's like a super deluxe. That's a maximum Spider-Man right there. All right. Now this made me happy. Okay, so I watched this at lunch and I almost like woofed my lunch, and it was because I just was like, holy crap, they made something I want. So they gave me a Black Series, man, Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper armor. It's got the iconic helmet.
Yeah.
Newly tooled. It's not a repaint, not a repack, anything like that. It's got a non-removable jetpack. Actually, I don't think I even included the picture. Let's see here. Nope, I didn't. My bad. But there's a jetpack that's non-removable because they wanted to keep it sealed tight with the cape, and they didn't want to have any problems with that. So I kind of respect that. Brand new vibro spear and the new likeness on that guy, completely different than the other one. Bobby, you gotta like this.
I don't like it. I love it. This is a force.
I
actually have the Moff Gideon TVC signed by Giancarlo Esposito when I met him.
Mm-hmm.
That dude, when I tell you, like there are a few people that just exude coolness, and he was one of them. He was just a cool motherfucker. And he was so damn good as Moff Gideon. You have to, even if you're like, I don't know, if you like Moff Gideon, if you like Giancarlo, you get this figure.
I don't get this. Toy Bounty Hunter, Boba Fett logo, my favorite character in Star Wars, Gideon divorce. Either this or you're just done with the line, because this is, even if you have the other one, you got to get this one. I'm sorry.
You know what? And here's the thing: I don't have any of the other Moff Gideon, so this will be my first Moff Gideon, and I think it's the one to get.
Well, doesn't he only have one and then one credit collection one, or am I wrong?
There we go.
Yeah. Credit collection one, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. KJ, must. It's a must, right? Force.
Force, but with an asterisk, because this is a character. This is an appearance from the season 3 finale that was 2 years ago. All right, April 2023.
Fair.
That was pretty much 2 years ago. I know they want to keep a tight lid on this stuff, and we talked about it in the other Toy Kind of Mood chat. But Hasbro should have had this figure out May 2023, not May 2025, or whenever this thing's coming out. They gotta figure out a way, especially with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out. Whatever else happens, like Skeleton Crew, those figures drop with the show. Do that. Acolyte, for all of its detractors and whatnot, those figures came out right before the show and spoiled a lot of shit. There's toy spoilers, there's soundtrack spoilers. I get it, but we want the stuff. Shout out to Giancarlo Esposito in Cap 4, Brave New World. You can get this and make a military tactical Sidewinder from their weird, not Serpent Society, but whatever, man. Just put a gun in his hands and have him blow some shit up.
Sure.
Cool. And cape needs to be bigger and wired. Holler at GPS lot. I hate having to keep investing in projects, but I got to get this figure and I got to finesse it. It's the Terradrome in me. I got to do it. So I'm a GPS lot cape away from this being a perfect figure that should have came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Force across the board. And there's the packaging, got the nice mural art there with the mask. And then this is another Force for me. It's the Imperial Praetorian Guard. You got soft goods there. You're talking about soft goods. Gloss finish there, and the glaive and spear. So you got the glaive there, and then the spear. I like the spear. It's really cool. Got all like the ridges there. So these are cool. I don't army build Star Wars, but I'll be happy to have one in my collection. What about you, Bobby?
It's cool. I will say divorce with an asterisk just because I don't usually get these, but if I see it in hand, I'm like, oh, this looks dope as shit. I'll get it, but more than likely, divorce.
Divorce with an asterisk because, once again, if these had come out 2 years ago when I was hype as hell from the season 3 finale of Mandalorian, I would have gotten 3 just to reenact some shit from that finale. And once again, I know Mando season 3 had its hits and misses. Some people liked it, some people loved it, some people didn't. I dug it. Mm-hmm. I'm easy to please when it comes to Star Wars, but it's been 2 years. I've moved on. To be like, remember that great episode you saw 2 years ago? No, go away. Like, that's what these are at this point. They look great, but so what?
I won't lie. I'm with DWH here. I thought this was with The Last Jedi until KG is episode 3. I'm like, oh.
They're basically a forerunner. That's that's basically what they're meant to recall. They're like the prototype of those guys from The Last Jedi sequence.
Cool. All right, moving on. We got Cassian Andor and his CNR test pilot outfit. And I don't know, man. Bobby, I'm going to say divorce, but maybe clearance weight for you. Does this even look like Diego Luna?
Not at all. It does not look like Diego at all. Like
they couldn't get the scan or something like that because something's wrong here. You look at the photo on the back of the box and then look at this. I mean, come on.
Even in this one, let me that one right there, he looks like my dentist.
He looks like Diego Mooney.
But yeah, like
that's a slap in the face heard around the world. That's Stone Cold getting slapped by Vince.
I won't lie, like literally he looks like I kind of want to buy this for my dentist, Kyle.
I'd get the clearance because I would just pop in the first one they ever came out with is the only face that's decent. The one from Rogue One. I mean, you could just it sucks because he's got longer hair and stuff, but I'll just have to use that face because I refuse to use the stand-in dentist.
Yeah, it's just like it looks nothing like Diego. And like what happened here?
Burlington Coat Factory. KJ Burl, go ahead, talk about it. Burlington Coat Factory.
Divorce. I don't want to talk about this.
All right, move on. Okay, you know what? Talk about likenesses. They got Ben's right. Ben Mendelsohn's new likeness. They were so proud and happy to tell us about the inkjet face for Ben, but not for Diego. But at least they got it right, Bobby.
I mean, look, as bad as Diego's face is with Cassian, yeah, they better be happy with this. This is a complete 180. But again, Jesus Christ, what the shit happened with Diego? But no, this looks just like Ben. Fantastic job. But I'm kind of with Spec. I will wait for this on clearance just because he's great, but he's not a need.
No, a lot of human characters, you know, if it's not Luke Skywalker, they usually go on clearance. KJ, you're gonna clearance wait, and then also part 2 of that, you're like our dude Fabio, you're big on soft goods, and this one doesn't have it.
I love soft goods. Here's the thing: you got to show Lone Wolf's quote, and you got to show DWH. And I agree with McFly, Ross. This is RossCon here. Here's the thing, man: soft goods, the capes, we want it. It looks great. Hasbro, they could be doing wired capes with these figures. It don't cost much. It's some fabric and some straightened out paper clips. Here's the thing, man: they do this cheap stuff because they know people will buy it. They know people like me will buy this, and we'll go to GPS Lot. And we'll go to Cape Master or whatever, and we'll buy a wired white cape to give to Orson Krennic because it looks dope. Remember that trailer shot in Rogue One the trailer where nothing in the trailer was in the movie. Like, there's a scene where a dude's walking on the beach and it's like sunrise or sunset, and it just looks dope. He looks like a pimp. He's like, yeah, I built the Death Star. I'm about to blow all this shit up. Not in the movie, but it still looks great. The likeness is awesome. He's going to be great in Andor Season 2. I can't wait to watch this show. But, man, give me my soft goods cape.
Yep. No soft goods.
Yeah.
No bueno.
It's a melted candle. It's a melted candle draped around his shoulders. Like, that's what was a comment I read on X, formerly known as Twitter. But anyway,
we're taking this one to divorce court, but we're hoping for a happy settlement. All right, so this one already went up for pre-order at the last Walmart con, and that's Cody for Revenge of the Sith. This one came out a while back, at least on pre-order. Hasn't shipped just yet. It's still available, which was shocking to have anything Walmart exclusive, right? First of all, and anything Clone Trooper be available. So combine the two, it's still available. They must have made 1 million of them. But go pre-order it now if you haven't. It's already up on Walmart's site. And then Walmart Collector Con, we're getting another one March 13th, so a week after Mattel revealed. So we got lots to talk about the next few weeks. And then that same day is also the the G.I. Joe stream is what, the 18th? Right?
Yeah, March 18th.
So we got March 13th Collector Con, and then March 18th is G.I. Joe Fanstream. So lots and lots to talk about. And then and there's just a look at it there. So you got the the hologram accessory, and then so then this is what they revealed, Bobby. It was Count Dooku, and so we got more Revenge of the Sith. Of course, it's going to be hitting theaters again, right? You know about anything about that? And then you want to talk about do you need this one? Is Force or Divorce?
So it's a Force because I don't have Count Dooku. This is great. He's got soft goods. It looks fantastic. A buddy of mine sent me this. I think it was 2 nights ago, saying I'm old now, and it's the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. I was like, God damn it! Why do you remind me of this shit? It looks great. I love Christopher Lee. That dude is a legitimate, or was a legitimate badass mofo. Like, when you talk about people,
he's the guy that James Bond is based on, dude.
Yes, he knew Ian Fleming. He knew J.R.R. Tolkien. He's the guy that during Lord of the Rings, when someone gets stabbed in the back, he told Peter Jackson, "That's not how a man sounds when you stab him in the back." And Peter Jackson goes, "How do you know?" And Christopher Lee goes, "I know." And everyone goes, "Oh shit, okay." Also, don't forget, he had a heavy metal album. He was Dracula, and he was at the Nuremberg World War II trials. He was maybe the hangman at the Nuremberg trials against the Nazis. So when you say Christopher Lee is that dude, that is that dude. Like, mother. And then he's also Count Dooku. Like, also, little cool tidbit, also for his lightsaber hilt. The reason why it is curved is because Charlemagne, the King Charlemagne, had the hilt. Christopher Lee could literally trace his lineage back to Charlemagne the King, who had the same hilt. So when he told George Lucas that, Lucas said, that is a definite add-in into Star Wars.
Beautiful.
There you go, people.
All right. So Force. That was a long way of saying Force, but the education was amazing, Bobby. So we appreciate that. Now I'll stick with Bobby for the stick with KJ for the next one, but quick Force or Divorce on this one.
Force.
Cool. And I'm going to divorce because I already got them, and it's a repack. As far as I know, if I'm wrong, tell me if there's anything different. I'm pretty sure they said it was who's our guy there that came back, Chris or whatever. He said I think he said this is a repack. He said this is a repack, and this is the one they had to fix. Kifisto.
Listen, I'm trying to get as many Jedi as possible. This is included. So I'm going to make this quick. Force. You guys know how I feel about Star Wars. You guys know how I feel about Jedi. Force.
This should have been retooled, right? Spec, help us in the comments. Bobby, Force or Divorce?
Divorce.
Yeah. And then, I believe if he's saying it's divorce, I think they need to retool this one, in my opinion. All right. And then this one, I actually didn't grab the newly tooled R2D. I almost said RJD2 because I'm here in Ohio. But R2D2. And this one is cool because it comes like it's got these arms now and the extenders for the jetpack. So we didn't have that in the newly tooled Black Series version. So this is actually got more. This is the only one of the three, I believe, that has any advances. So we force a divorce, Bobby.
I'm going to divorce because I got that Black Series one that came out last year and it was amazing. And I'm not gonna spend $20 just because this one has like fucking jetpacks. Like, oh, but it has a new hat. No, fuck you, Malibu Stacy. Fuck you, Hasbro. No.
Yep. Cool. And then KJ, what are we doing? Forcing divorce.
Force. I didn't get the last new one, so I'm going to get this one.
So same. Okay, 2 forces. Good. And then I forgot to add that all the pre-orders, not these not the Walmart Collector Con, of course, those are being revealed on March 13th, but everything else will go up on 3/5, March 5th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Last thing, role play item quickly, Bobby. 501st.
Oh God, if I got these, if they could fit on my head, of course. As my wife likes to point out multiple times, your head is massive. It is. I can't get any of these. I love them. I would get them if I could, but divorce.
I have plenty of helmets. I don't need this one. Divorce. And my head is also massive.
Yep. You can see my head's taking up the whole screen. No, but I'm happy with my Boba Fett. The one Boba Fett role play item is all I need. So, and then right here. There you go. That was you only role play with Tony. All right. Well, no, we're not getting there yet. Whiskey scores. Go with you, KJ. Whiskey scores for Star Wars Fanstream today. 4. May the force 4 forces out of 5 forces.
Is this how you do 4 in Germany? I don't know. Inglorious Bastards? Yeah, sure.
All right. Bobby, 4. 4?
How
many forces?
For me, I'm gonna do 3.5.
Okay. All right.
And here's why. I thought there was a lot of cool stuff, but like nothing for me at all. Like, except for like those, like, well, I'm not doing nothing. Yeah. It's like 3 figures, but
yep. The last time they did a fan stream, I think I gave it a 3 because we got 2 Black Series figures. I did pre-order them both because it was the Rex Phase 1 and it was Anakin. Remember that really good Anakin?
Yes.
That we got from so, but this time, I mean, I'm probably only gonna pre-order 3 figures, but seeing how they only had 5. Oh no, they gave us 7 Black Series that in one show. They actually gave us a Black Series strong show. Usually it's TBC because of how much Black Series was dominating for like a decade, and they had to make up time, and they gave us a lot of Black Series. I think 3.5 this is a good start. And actually, let's talk about the format. They at the end of the show, the guy who's like Specs' evil twin brother was like, "Hey, I hope you guys like the format." And I was like, "That's true." They said, "We're gonna do TBC," and it was the 2 ladies. Then they said, "We're gonna do," and it was Emily and Jing. Then they said, "We're gonna do Black Series," and then they said, "We're gonna do role play." Like they had segmented things, and it was like quick. It wasn't like bored. You know, they usually like look awkward, and they listen to criticism shows like this or so, or Geek Dad Life or whatever the hell they're watching. They listen to the criticism, and they made I thought the fan stream was good overall too. So good strong start. 7 out of 10, 3.5. They had 4 out of 8 out of 10 for KJ. So moving on, next fan stream. We got to fly through this, guys. So we're gonna have to go even quicker. This is week old news, right? So the Star Wars shit got revealed today. So that's fine. This got revealed the 20th, almost a week ago. So we are definitely gonna swing or fling through this stuff. We should have probably did a show on Saturday, but I'm trying to enjoy my time in Cleveland. It's the Gamerverse, swing or fling. All right. And then we asked these 2 guys to be on the show, but we don't have 70,000 subscribers. So they said, no, we're kidding. They're busy guys. Ryan, I don't know, man. I don't know. Be careful next time. That's all I'll say. Shout out to Unparalleled Universe. That was a great interview. I love the show. And hopefully we'll get Dwight and Ryan on a future stream. Anyway, Spirit, Spider Suit, Walmart exclusive. Bobby, swing or fling? Let's fly through this as fast as we can, but feel free to share any sentiments along the way.
Look, I think this is an amazing figure. I'm gonna fling just because it's Walmart, and you know how I feel about Walmart, and it's bullshit. But it's It's a fling, but it does look badass.
That's the video. That's just the video game. So I got some references there for the game. And then there you go, KJ. Swing or fling?
Fling.
Fling. Okay. That's fling for me. It's cool. Should have probably, I don't know if it came with another face sculpt in the game, but it's accurate, but I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this one seemed to be a winner from the community. So this could get close. Swinging or flinging on black suited Kingpin. I'll stick with you, KJ.
Fling.
He ain't messing around. Bobby, talk to me.
I will fling just because I have that Spider-Man classic animated Kingpin, but this does look badass. It's close.
Yeah.
It's close.
It looks fantastic, and in the comics, he does wear a lot of black.
Yeah,
that works because
the purple
he's got
side
that
is dope.
iconic look.
I love his cane with the red diamond, with the red gem. I love it.
Cool. I think it's a great new addition, but I am going to fling too. I don't really need it. I think I'm happy with the classic. And then there's a look at the box, and this is an Amazon exclusive. Both of these are going up in match for pre-order. All right, next up, we got the Gamerverse now. All these are freshly new minted pictures from yesterday. So here we go. We got they all went up on pre-order yesterday on all the fan channels and Amazon and Pulse and Entertainment Earth and BBTS and all that stuff. So you can go pre-order all of these right now if you want. Bobby, I'll stick with you. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, the upgraded suit.
I'm gonna fling it. I didn't like this costume in the game, so I'm gonna fling it.
KJ.
Swing. I'll add the head sculpt to it.
Oh, I love that idea. Yeah, don't you think
it should have came with the head sculpt? But whatever.
I was just gonna ask you that.
Yep, you should have.
I was just gonna ask you that. All right, cool. Let's see. I haven't looked at the chat in a minute, so let's see. We got you got Spec flinging Marvel Legends. No surprise there. That's why you're not on the show tonight, buddy. All right, here we go. DWH, man, all these Marvel Legends divorced from me because just wave upon wave being released. I will check. Yeah, 3 fan streams in a row. So we were going to do a show Saturday, and thank you guys all for voting in the poll. It was going to be Saturday or Sunday, and then we just ended up having like a 12-hour show tonight instead. But yeah, so fling for me, but I love KJ's idea. Yeah. So actually now, if I do find this on sale, I'm going to get it just to put a Miles face on it. Great idea, KJ. It's got a fling for now. All right, we got the symbiote suit, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Now, pay attention. It's not just a black repaint. There are ridge textures here in the suit.
Yeah. I might swing on this one because I like the black webbing on it. Depends on the price point for these, but I might swing on this.
KJ.
Fling, only because I don't play the game, so I can't really appreciate the textures and the differences between this and the 8 other black symbiote suits I already have.
Yeah, I'm laughing at you and also laughing at Spec tonight. Rib for his pleasure. That's great. Yeah, this is a fling for me because I just got the one from Secret Wars, and it doesn't, to me, Marvel Legends, I'll try to put the figures in that matter, but I mix them up too sometimes. I might not mix up MCU and comic, but comic and video game and animated, that all kind of bleeds for me. I don't really need this. I do like the accessory though. Barriqua suit, or Captain America suit or whatever.
Barriqua.
Yeah, there you go. Punic Gig Terror Squad in the house. We'll stick with you, KJ. What do you think?
Swing. And once again, just to put that Miles Morales head on it, which it should have came with as well, not as well. Yeah, man, I dug it. I like that it got some PR pride on it. I like it.
How cool would it have been if we got like all these different Peter and Miles faces, so then you can swap them out with all the figures and then just collect
because
like 5
if they had
different
done that, they would have used that as an excuse to jack up the price. Then we would have been looking at this would have been a $30 wave. And they would have just thrown in that extra head sculpt just to do that. I like that this has a diaphragm joint. I think the other black suit one had a diaphragm joint as well. I think diaphragm is better for Spider-Man than Ab Crunch. Even though that other Miles Morales suit was Ab Crunch, the other two that we just saw, this one in the black suit was diaphragm. So that helps. I'm getting the Miles. I love Miles Morales. Yeah. But yeah, if they start putting in extras like we want them to, they won't do it for value. They'll do it to game the system, no pun intended, and make these $29.99, $34.99. Yeah, like that's what's going to happen. So maybe it's a good thing they don't.
Sure. All right, moving on. We got an anti-venom suit. We're gonna go with the blue and silver one. Swinging and flinging, Bobby.
Well, first off, I'm gonna swing on that Puerto Rican Miles too.
Oh, okay, my bad. I just
no, you're
trying
good.
to move on. I'm so sorry. God, you're
No,
swinging.
I'm gonna swing on this. And with KJ, I've got the Miles head. I'm actually gonna send this to a buddy of mine who is Puerto Rican. I'm like, hey, dude, you need to get your Puerto Rican action figure. But yeah, no, I think it looks great. I played with this suit for a while. So yeah, so swing on this one, and then moving on.
And then I'll fling on it because I don't need that version of Miles, but I do appreciate it and I love what they did with it. But go ahead.
And then this is just dope looking. I'll wait for clearance on this one, but it's definitely dope.
KJ, anti-venom.
Colors look great, but I'm going to fling on this one. Shout out to Baldilocks.
Yeah, I don't know why I put that there. It just felt right.
Yeah.
Right. We're talking about ribbing and all that, so it just felt right. Watching Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man right now. It's not the comics, but it's dope as hell. I agree.
I need to watch it.
Like, cool.
So badass. Yeah, that's a dope ass figure. If I can find it on sale, I'll get it then.
I'm picky, so I get what I really want, and I have no problem skipping the rest. I'm used to it by now. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
I'll just say swing because I think it's great. I didn't pre-order it, but I will eventually get it. So even if I don't pre-order it, I'm gonna eventually get it. I'll go swing on this one. I love it. Just the colorway is dope.
Yeah, the color is amazing.
So, sick. Okay, now this one is my favorite. I'll jump in myself because this is the one I love the most, just because of the name, Brooklyn 299. That one's a lot of fun. Yeah. So we're gonna go with this whole thing. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, I like everything about it. It looks like, I mean, you bet baggy pants. You just got like the how do you call it? So it's not painted, it's molded pieces, sculpted pieces, I should say. And then the mask is just super cool, almost alien symbiote like. Love the Brooklyn 2099 Miles Morales. So I am gonna fling this one, Bobby.
I want to swing on it, but I'm gonna fling for right now. But if I see it in hand, I'm like, and I can't pass it up. I'm like, all right, I'll cop it. But I'm gonna fling for now.
I'll swing, Kevin.
I'm gonna troop build this on sale and just swap out different heads and just make it a futuristic mercenary squad and get them trigger hands so they can just shoot shit up.
That's dope.
Great.
All right.
Great segue here, because this is the figure that gave me the idea before we got the damn old Slither set, which would have just been fine for tonight. But I was like, what if we got a bunch of Snake Eyes figures and an entire classified fan stream? And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We're going to finish this, but this is the figure that I was like, this looks like a Snake Eyes 2099 figure. So this could be, you know, if you mix in kit bash a little bit, you could make a Snake Eyes 2099. So we're gonna all fling, right?
Fling.
We're all flinging. Even if I didn't pre-order it yet, but I'm gonna get it for sure, 100%. And then someone's pressing buttons while I am, I guess. Black Cat.
I'm swinging. I don't have Black Cat. I think this is a great version of her. The game, the great character in the game, and yeah, I think it looks dope.
KJ.
It's a great figure. I'm definitely flinging, but shout out to the yoga pose. Never mad at that. Shout out to Anne Hathaway for reasons. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I was still flinging.
Cool. Since this one is from the video game, I'm gonna get a Felicia. I'll say bye Felicia and flinger, but I'm gonna get a Ms. Hardy once she gets in the comic zone, but it's probably going to be very similar. So she gets some hilt there. You want to talk about that? Anyone know about it?
The which one?
Well, like that wand or hilt or whatever.
So that is from a DLC where she steals from Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't play Spider-Man 2, by the way. I should have asked that at the top of the hour. Have you guys played the second one, the sequel?
So I have 100% on both Spidey and Spidey 2
Holy
and
crap.
Miles. So yeah, I have those are the only 3 games I actually have 100% completion on.
Wow.
Love the games.
Right here. Comic Black Cat, desperate need for an update, and she's in every comic right now. They're really pushing her hard. KJ, you already said Fling, but Spider-Man 2. Did you beat Spider-Man 1 or 2?
No, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I literally just watch cutscenes, and that's about it. Game looks great. Gameplay looks great.
Cool. But wasn't the original Spider-Man was on PS4, right?
Yes.
Did you have that? Did you have that?
No,
one?
I have that one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't 100% it, but I beat beat Spider-Man 1, but Spider-Man 2 just I know Lance keeps telling me, "Come on, man, you should play it, blah blah blah," but haven't gotten to it. So anyway, these all went up for pre-order yesterday. I don't think, I mean, if they're sold out, probably just Amazon or Pulse, because those have lower quantities than anything else. But you go to Entertainment Earth or BBTS, you can grab any of these. So all right, we got a few more figures left. And you got the big Venom from Spider-Man video game. How about you, Bobby? What say you? Fling or swing?
I love this Venom. I didn't get that deluxe Venom from a few years back. I might get this one just because the slobber on the mouth is just absolutely fantastic. But I'm gonna wait for a sale because I know it's fantastic, but I'm not paying $65.
The slobber is the best part. Look at that, KJ.
Yeah, that's
Well,
amazing.
context is really, really key because people can use these sound bites against us, guys. Okay, just context. But yeah, the sculpture is great. Yes,
Yeah.
the detail and the sculpture is great. I will say that. I'm
Mhm.
trying so
Oh, you
hard to
mean
be
like-
mature right now.
Do you mean like
Travis
this?
fucking Moody. Travis fucking Moody.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got to be careful what you say on the internet.
I'm trying
these
really
days.
hard not to make a 3-6 Mafia joke right now. Okay.
Hey, we good. I'm not worried about tonight. I couldn't tell if someone was yelling at me for doing the show or having partying out there, so I'm kind of lowering my voice a little bit. I'm in a hotel room, so and it is 11 o'clock, 11:20 on a Wednesday, so I have to lower my voice. I don't know if they were yelling at me or yelling at someone else, but I don't want to get kicked out of my hotel in the middle of a show. That would suck. So anyway, we swinging and flinging. What are we doing? Flinging,
Swinging.
Flinging.
I have enough Venom, and I don't know. I haven't gotten to this point yet in the video game, right? So he's the boss. So I know that's not a spoiler. It's in the trailer, but yeah, it's yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
look,
long legs. I don't know.
Look,
Doesn't work.
I'm like Tony Todd did the voice. You got the slobber. You got the menacing. The face where he's smiling has that like McFarlane, Eric Larson type smile to it. I think this is the Venom for me, at least, that we've been wanting. I know people were bitching about the spider deck. I'm like, shut up! It's in the game. Like, but this isn't the comic book version. Shut up! No, it's not. It's the Spider-Man. It's a video game.
Right, that's the point.
It's massive. Like the fact that you get like the symbiote like arms, like where it's like just kind of like a gel like jellyfish. It looks fantastic. It's huge. I mean, I don't know if it's worth 65, but on a sale, hell yeah.
Cool. All right, it's a lot of plastic for sure. All right, moving on, and yeah, that pre-order's actually tomorrow, so 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Pre-order mainline fan show mainline. Okay, so it'll be in Target. So I guess all the Gamerverse gonna be at Target and Walmart then.
Yeah,
I guess they're all mainline and fan show. Cool. X-Men time, X-Force time. Actually, Bobby, will stick with you for this.
Look, this Warpath Wolverine 2-pack looks great. I don't know what it is about the Wolverine face, but her face annoys me. She looks like she's like not the screaming with the mask on, but the normal face. She looks like she's kind of being a Karen from like a Real Housewives of Westchester County. She like 3 wine coolers in, but like with the mask on streaming, she looks cool. She looks great, but that Unmasked head looks just and then the Warpath looks fantastic. She does not have a face of an X, luckily.
Well, she is an X. She's an X-23.
So I mean, I think this Wolverine is great, and the reason I say that because in the comic book she is Wolverine. There's 2 Wolverines, so she's one. There's Logan and her. I think this Laura is great, and so is that Warpath. I think the Warpath. The face is a little weird for some reason, but I don't know what it is about that face. I don't know. I can't tell you what it is, but the rest of the figure looks amazing. So I can't wait to have these 2 with that Wolverine that's coming out.
Cool. Fling or swing?
Oh, I'll fling.
Yep. Samesies, KJ. How are we feeling about the X-Force?
Shout out to the people troop building Uncanny X-Force, Uncanny X-Men, the grays and blacks. I think we're getting the Nightcrawler with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass this.
Okay, so fling. Got it. And then here's another look at Proud Star here.
But I will say this. If
it looks good to me.
Right there, he looks great. If this 2-pack, for some miraculous reason, goes on sale like that Thunderbird Storm, where like $15, 100% get. But for right now, fling. But we'll see.
Got it. I think it was brilliant that they only revealed just this one because when you only remember the Wolverine 50th anniversary or 60th, whatever it was, there was so many that so they didn't really like. I think only Sabretooth one is the only one that really sold out or sold really well. They all sold good, but I think that was the one. I think since this is like the only one, it could really. I think it's going to sell out at some places. I think so. We'll see. So March pre-order. No more details on that. I'm gonna swing for it because I don't want to say, oh, I'll wait for clearance and then you can't get it, and then the price is like $80 instead of 55 or whatever. So all right, last thing we have a tease is probably Maximum Hulk, right, boys?
Yeah, I can only imagine what they're going to charge for that shit.
All right, and that's this was, remember the leaks, we did a whole leak episode earlier in the year. Bobby, you were, I don't know, KJ, were you on that leak show? I know Bobby hosted it, but we did the leak show, and this was one of the leaks, was the Maximum Hulk, and it came, I think the missile was part of that list, right?
Yeah. So I think it is Maximum Hulk. I'm sure they're going to charge like 75 because you're going to make him big.
Right. Right. And I'll just ask, did you guys pre-order Maximum Spider-Man?
Nope. Boycotted that shit.
So are you going to swing or fling, or actually, no, are you going to smash or pass? It's Hulk on the Hulk, Maximum Hulk. It's not going to be $50, guys. It's going to be more than that.
Yeah.
It's going to be 60 probably.
I'm passing because I already have the Marvel Select Rampaging Hulk, the Immortal Hulk, R.I.P. Diamond Comics.
Yeah.
But I already have the Hulks that I want.
I will more than likely pass because I'm not going to pay more for stuff just because like it has a few extra things when like a year ago it was like half the cost. But I still need a good. I have the Planet Hulk that KJ got me, but I do need like a different type of Hulk. But I'm gonna pass on this. I'm not paying. It's gonna be $75, and I'm like, no, go
75. Okay, well maybe 6.
I'm saying $100. I'm saying Maximum Hulk's gonna be double the price of Spider-Man.
Wow. Okay. If it's over 75 fling, under I might do it. Okay. So just to recap, KJ gave the Star Wars Fanstream a 4, and Bobby and I both gave it a 3.5. What do we give for whiskeys for this Marvel Fanstream from last week, the 20th?
I'm giving it a 3, a shot of whiskey for each Miles Morales release.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna go 3.5 because I liked the Gamerverse figures.
You were swinging tonight.
I was swinging. When I saw this one, I was like, God damn it! There's some badass shit there. And because I played the game, I played with all the suits. I really dug a lot of the shit, but it's one of those things where I give it 3.5. I'm swinging and banging, but it's one of those things where it's, again, like KJ said, if we'd gotten a Miles face sculpt with those Miles figures, like, come on, especially with the Peter ones, because Peter's face was different in the game, so give us a different face sculpt. But
Cool. All right, 3.5. I'm gonna go 3.25 because I think I will eventually get 3 out of those 6 pre-orders like down the road. And I'm skipping on the 2 exclusives that are coming out soon, but I like the teas.
Yeah.
And I like the 2-pack. So I like the show, but we weren't blown away enough by it to do an entire show on it. But guess what? An hour and a half. We did good. That was a lot. In an hour and a half, we covered 2 fan streams and 2, like a week plus a toy news. And now it's a Joe kind of mood. I know most of you guys are waiting for that, but it's Joe kind of mood. We don't have to say bye to Bobby yet. He's got at least 30 minutes left. Breaker 19. Listen to a lot of Wu-Tang now, Bobby Digital. We're going to get tipsy right now with more Breaker from our dude, Jay Kwan. Getting tipsy. Jay Kwan, Jay Khan. He's got some more leaks here. Shout out Surveillance Port, Full Force, Bees Battlegrounds, everybody that was on the hustle right away. We got Breaker here with new looks. KJ, I'm going to go right to you, man. What do you think of our what was this? This is the mass device Breaker, right?
Yeah. I spoke about this a couple episodes ago. I feel like they should have just given us mainframe. We already have Breaker, so to give us another Breaker, there's just a lot of characters we've been waiting on. It's the data pad reuse from Grunt. You can easily make a mainframe out of this. I don't know why this isn't mainframe. Give him a laptop and he's mainframe. It's so weird. It's weird. I'm skipping it. It's weird.
The cost of a new face. So you're not all in on classified line? I thought you were all in no matter what. No.
I mean, I was, but it's like if I can get stuff cheap, if I can get stuff on sale, sure. But this.
So you're all in if it's on sale, but not all in full price.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Basically.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. How are we feeling about this, Robert?
I mean, it's cool. I'm kind of with KJ. If I can get this at a clearance price, I'll probably cop it. If not, I will more than likely pass.
So is this the first time we ever, meaning ever, in any toy line for G.I. Joe get a gray Breaker with his Sunbow likeness? The chat, help us out if we don't know.
Right?
Do we know, KJ?
I think so. Like, just to call back to the episodes Breaker was on. Yeah, like
Spec
you get that
says
colorway. But the whole point of that first Breaker was that they were reinterpreting Breaker to go with that RAM cycle. So I like that they were doing different things. It's like at this point, give us retro Breaker, give us the OG 13, give us the old school army helmets that Duke has. Like, give us the OG 13 on those retro cards. Like, this is probably like the least expected version of Breaker I was expecting. Either give me that OG 13 or just say that this is mainframe. So,
and one caveat:
weird gray area for me. No pun intended.
We know this. This is not on the retro card. We know this, right? Just
right,
you know.
Right. This is one of the numbers.
Yeah. Mass device. Guys, we covered a lot in an hour and a half. Like the show, please. That's it. Like it. That would do us a big help algorithm. Anyway, moving on. More classified. And actually, we were talking about Surveillance Port, and we got a post from him. So shout out to Eric on this one. So Surveillance Port, our friends over at Skeletron, we have a fully loaded February Kickstarter update from All Hail Skeletron here. The 6-inch Wolf Troopers finalized loadout.
That's dope.
So listen to this, right? So this company could have easily just gave us the 5 or 6 accessories and been done with it. The removable helmet there, the ray gun, the carbine rifle, the jetpack, and the combat claws that we were talking about. And then instead, and these are a lot of these are paid for, right? So they still have some on pre-order, but a lot of these are paid for on a campaign. And they decided to give us fist hands, grip hands, rifle magazines, grenades, blast effects, and a red shadow stand. They just threw this stuff in here. Now that's a good ass company, is Skeletron. They're throwing in, they're not raising the price or anything. And they might have to deal with like the whole tariff thing, which we're not going to get into now, but just these are coming from China. And they're pushing hard right now to make sure that this figure is in full production because there's Chinese New Year, among other things. So expect more 4-inch and 6-inch Skeletron figure updates very soon. KJ, you had my Robo Skull at your place, and then did yours ship yet, or you have yours yet? Or
yes, and in fact, I am. Shout out to School Raider on Instagram. He showed me a cabinet that'll go right with my IKEA shelves. So I'm working on getting a display for my. Okay, true that. I'm working on getting a display for my room, and just so I can show off that Robo Skull and put it in behind glass because I am tired of dusting everything in my room. I'm tired of it. So I need to start putting that stuff up, and the Robo Skull is simply going to be put up in there. Skeletron, those are good dudes. Shout out to Ben, shout out to Matt. Of course, they're going to give you value. They're going to give you what you want. I can't wait to put these next to the other troopers from Operation Monster Force. The other ones there, sort of like a shout out to the Palatoy figures. I love that we're getting like two different avenues of updating that aesthetic. It's just it's still a great time to be a collector, and it's still going strong. I really love that stuff.
And I want to comment on what Ken Best said here. He saw that Delta 17 reposted this or posted this. Makes me wonder if Skeletron might make 6-inch Delta 17. Well, before that, I don't know if you watched the Toy Kind of Mood last week, but our very own Tony's Figs has been making customs, 6-inch customs of the Delta 17, and we showcased 5 of them last week. Go watch last week's 209 episode. And yeah, man, it's right at the beginning of the show too. Just hit play and you won't regret it, Ken, if you haven't seen it already. And then one more comment. David, who I also saw at Joe Fest, I think we appreciate all the RoboSkull stuff that's coming out, bits and pieces, more versus than just getting all one huge package. Yeah, that's very true. And then we have a super chat from our good buddy at Riot Press.
Yes, thank you.
Keep up the good work, guys. Great show. For your information, American Ninja X going live at Joe Fest. Yes, amazing. So you're going to be having the full American Ninja X show. And we had Riot Press on a previous show, so go check that out. Thank you so much for the $10, my man. Appreciate you, dude. All right, cool. All right, and then you saw Tony's Creations. Very jealous. Cool. All right, great. I'm glad you were able to catch that on. So just wanted to shout out. This news came on like an hour before I started prepping for the show tonight. So cool stuff. All right, what you guys have all been waiting for.
Let's do it.
Cold Slither time. I'm glad you're still with us, Bobby, and we got to get to this before that. But I'll go to you, Bobby. How did you feel about getting the band, G.I. Joe's Dreadnought band, in figure form for Comic-Con?
I think Spec put it best. Like, this is what you want from an exclusive. Like, you don't need it, but if you want it, it's there for you now. I think, look, as someone who actually, tomorrow I'm gonna have to take apart my drum set here at my parents' place and kind of put it away. I will tell my wife I will get this because it looks just so goddamn cool. And the drum set looks so good. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, fine, fuck it. I mean, look at that. That looks like that literally looks like my kit. Except I have I got the 2 toms, I got my 4 tom, I got my snare, I got the hi-hat. I have 2 crashes and a rider, so I would need 2 more. But I love everything about this. This like straight up like Motley Crue style guitars. It's brilliant.
But I agree with Spec. I agree with Bobby. Shout out to Lone Wolf of Wall Street, who's already designing stuff to 3D print. We need mic stands. I need lights. We need all sorts of stuff. Shout out to Toy Bunny Hunter. Yes, the keytar. I'm all about keytar tonight. to the guitar bite.
Oh yeah, did you notice our little monikers? Lead vocalist, bass. I just copied Zartan. You guys got more creative with it. Guitar and on the drums. Love it. Love it. Very cool. Continue.
They said they had mics. We're not seeing the mics in the renders, but the release said that they'll be coming with microphones, so there is that too.
It said it in the release. It said there were 29 accessories, and that when you count, there's not 29. Even if you were to count like
the drum pieces are separate,
glasses. There could be additional face sculpts, hands, right? You want like punching hands and stuff. I don't know. So not for everybody. That's why it's a perfect Comic-Con exclusive, and they'll be on Pulse too. So if you can't go to Comic-Con,
hey, shout out to BX Medic. Yeah, man, we're doing good, man. How you guys doing, Bobby? How you guys doing still tonight?
I'm good. How are you guys doing this?
Amazing. I thought we'd be at the 3-hour point.
It's all good, man. I got a Nintendo Switch 2. Not the Nintendo Switch 2. I have a Nintendo Switch
as well.
Right. Nintendo Switch 2 will be coming out soon. Cool. But yeah, check it out. We got a nice close look at our 4 boys there. And man, I didn't even recognize Ripper, I'm not gonna lie, until like today. And I was like, oh wait, I thought that was Monkey Wrench. And then because his hair, he's got like what Buzzer has now, the mohawk. And I was like, oh wait, no, that's Ripper because of glasses and everything, the beard shape. But they did such a great job cosplaying these guys up.
Yep.
These guys are so good. I should have bought a second ramen toy van.
Oh,
aren't they making one though? Aren't they making the custom, like the actual Slither van, the one that Stanley like asked us for a million times, and they reveal that like in collaboration with someone else, right?
Who?
Wasn't there a collaboration for the Slither van, or was that what van was that? Ramen toy.
I don't remember that.
Someone help me in the chat. There was I don't know where he went. Just flew away. See that? He just warped. You straight up warped.
I got so excited. I yeeted my out of the studio because of how stoked I am for this. No, I was about to go see.
Yeah. Monkey Wrench is the roadie. Yeah, Misery Machine. Oh, that's a different one. Toy Optics says. Okay, I got it confused. It's the one that was like green and yellow, but it wasn't the Ninja Turtle van. It was like
it's the Scooby-Doo. They're doing the Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Gotcha.
Cool. Here's the instruments, and they look amazing. And it was crazy. I was posting this. I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, so I was like, it was good. I like looked at my phone because I'm looking at all the. Have you guys ever been? Have you guys been?
I have not. Yeah, I want to really badly.
It is awesome, and you can do it all. I read stuff, but like as long as you don't read everything, you can do it in like 2.5 hours and see and enjoy everything, and it's amazing. And I won't go on too long about it, but I like just got to like the rock and roll part, and then for some reason I just kind of like I was texting my uncle like stuff for, Bon Jovi and what I was showing AC/DC, and then I was like, oh crap. A G.I. Joe Classified reveal. I'm like, oh, I'll just save it for later. And then I saw the word cold, and I was like, no. And then I was like, it was like a paternity alert that I looked, and I was like, what are the odds that I'm at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and they reveal a rock and roll set? And then I was like looking for these instruments. I didn't have a whole lot of time left, but we did find one of them, and I'll get to it soon. But take it away, Bobby. I mean, you're an instrumentalist. Talk to me about what you think about the set.
It's insane. Like, you've got to, the fact that they took the time to make the electric guitar look good, the bass look good, the guitar look amazing, the drums look amazing. Like, you again, well, the drumsticks are thick as shit, but again, it's one of those things where, like, I appreciate everything that went into this, and if it's the right price, Jesus. Yeah, and we do need DWH makes a great point. We do need a 6-inch gem to guest star. Like let Gem be like, the special guest, on it. It's quite pungent. Yes, it flares the nostrils, right? 60% of the time, it works every time. You can just smell it coming off these guys. And look, that it looks like, you know, Lenny in the corner. You know, it's like I think of, you know, what Airheads when they're like, you know, quick question, you know, Lenny or who wins in a fight, Lenny or God? And he's like, God, and like, Lenny is God. Pig, get the fuck out of here, right? This is amazing. I love it, and there are times where I am a little hard on Hasbro, sure, but God damn it, you know, Lenny and Tony just absolutely killed it with this.
Yeah.
And then two questions and that we got in the chat, and then a shout to Baldy. But before that, I'll just go to KJ. Did you have a quick follow up to what Bobby?
I'm just saying they must have had so much fun.
Oh yeah,
this set together. Like once again, this is why I'm always giving the Joe team props. Shout out to Lenny, shout out to Tony, and everybody that brings this stuff to life. It must have just been fun in the room, putting that together, watching everything come together. This stuff is great, man. This is why this line is still my top line, because there's so much you can do with the brand. Just let your imagination run wild. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to I can't wait to I can't. I just can't. Just give it to me.
No, it's gonna be fun. And Stanley had a question earlier in the show. Does Gridiron have, and he asked Tony's fig. So if Tony is still watching, does Gridiron have plans for Cole Slither loadouts?
They have amps and they have guitars, so you can get a Gridiron speakers right now. I have a couple of those.
Cool. And then Andy said, is one of the accessories an actual album? So they're doing, it's not an accessory, but they're coming out with something separate that's tied in with Skybound. Skybound's also doing a solo shot, Bobby. Were you aware of that?
They're
doing a solo comic on Cold Slither.
I did not know about that.
And then there's an actual album, which is full of mystery right now, but they're doing some like a 10-song thing for it. And then I think Baldy last night was talking about the drum kit, how there's a button, but then they went through it and they were like, no, that's just where, you know, in real life you put the microphone next to it, you amplify the drums with it. So that was a great breakdown. And that's my other shout out is Baldy Locks last night had Debo on and Bobby B, and Debo broke down all the instruments, and we're going to break down one of them tonight. But yeah, I thought it was cool that they actually like got in there. And then on top of that, Baldy asked Lenny and Tony what their favorite concerts were. And then just to kind of give you an idea what their inspirations were, maybe in this, even, you know, it could have been, hey, they went to Run DMC and Wu-Tang, which has nothing to do with this, but they didn't. They went to like rock concerts and all that. But go watch it. It was only an hour last night. So if you're if you're not going to bed after the show, go check out Baldy's stream from last night with B and Debo. So we got Torch here, and I just wanted to do side by sides because, you know, we haven't seen the side by sides yet. KJ, how you feeling about our good pal here? The last Dreadnought we got in hand besides Road Pick in Naga Hide, I think.
No, it's good. You know, it looks like maybe there's a new snarl with the other sculpt. Just really digging the attention to detail on the Cold Slither one. You know, if I can find a way to make that keytar shoot out flames, I'll do it.
I mean,
actually, the last Dreadnought we got was Xandar, but that was like the only figure we got this year. Is that only wave? Yeah, I forgot that we got even in Xandar was like probably the best one of the bunch. But yeah, anyway, it was good to see a side by side. How you feeling about the keytar, Bobby?
Looks dope as hell. I mean, it's just, and the fact that they put like the monitors on the keytar, like it's just like I've said it with G.I. Joe, with Classified and KJ, just, you know, kind of said it just a minute ago, but the attention to detail is everything, and I think it's fantastic, and that's what makes this line so hard to drop.
Yeah,
really
and then we have a good point right here from Keanu Leaves, my favorite name. Would like to see that. What if the grape soda and jelly donuts were the part of those 29 accessories?
That'd be great.
Maybe it was 39 accessories. I don't know. I don't think it'll happen, but that would be, maybe that's like the ultimate surprise to show at Comic-Con when they actually do a full reveal of the packaging, that it has the grape soda and donuts. Chocolate donuts, isn't it? So, but anyway, yeah. See how different this is besides the glasses? like I guess the beard a little bit, but yeah, I did not recognize. I mean, the tattoo, I should have gave it away, but yeah, I did not recognize Ripper.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Like it's just given like Tony said it best, like glam rock. This is like poison, like 89, 88 poison.
Mhm. Says no less than 29. Okay, I guess we don't have the whole thing in front of me, but okay, so it could be more for sure. And we got Buzzer. How you feeling about the whole drum set and the changes made, KJ?
I think I would love to see a drum that could split in half when he saws it in half. Like that's the only thing that's missing. They went in on this drum set. It's an amazing achievement here. It's like there's so many things you can do with that drum set. You'll probably have to like cover it with like some like cut out a circle from the index card or something you want to repurpose it. But the point is, yeah, you're about to get a 1/12 scale drum set.
Yeah.
From Hasbro. Yeah, this is the stuff that dreams are made out of. It's a home run, as Ryan Sweeney would say. I can't wait to get this. I'm tired of looking at this. I just want this. I just want it so much.
I spoke to good old Dreadnought Ryan before my Cleveland trip, and I'm gonna have to give him another call. We have to talk about this. We have to talk about the Legion of Doom set as well. So shout out to the Island of Misfit Toy Collectors. Debo, you're still here, and I know you're tired. But tell me what the inspiration was for this guitar, because last night I was watching you guys around 11, around this time. I was exhausted as well, and I don't remember the inspiration for this guitar. And I did see plenty at the Hall of Fame, but I had seen him before this. So tell me what the inspiration. Not, I don't know, I don't care about the guitar, what it is, but tell me if there was a significant band, if you remember, significant band or artist. This is Spinal Tap in a Scooby-Doo world. That's awesome. That's a freaking perfect way of saying it. So flying V.
Shout out to Spec. He brings up a good point. All of these have diaphragm joints, no ab crunches.
Yeah.
So they're already they're already winning right now.
Yeah. Good call right there.
I won't lie. I would love to if I had the money to just fuck around with these. You've got Taylor Hawkins and Dave Grohl in this set right now. Like take your old Ripper Ripper, mix and match, and I could make the Foo Fighters out of this cold Slither, and it's really tempting to do it.
Here we go. So a lot of people are calling the guitar I was showing was the Flying V, but I mean, like who uses it? That's what I meant. Like what artist, what guitarist?
I believe I think it was Eddie Van Halen had the Flying V.
Okay, Eddie Van Halen. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Because I know this one, and we got it in the chat. I was gonna get to this one in depth because Nikki Sixx, right? The Rich Warlock. So we got. And we'll look, but here it is. I'll cut right to it. It is Nikki, Motley Crue. That's why I was using a lot of Motley Crue to promote the show tonight and the Instagram stories and stuff. But look at that. That's like almost 1-to-1, just throwing a little Scooby-Doo in there, right? That's freaking amazing.
Oh, what I am wrong. I'm wrong. Eddie played a strap. Yeah.
Okay. A Mustaine. Dave Mustaine. Megadeth. Cool. Sammy Hagar. All right. Cool. Get more rock and roll knowledge lately. All right. Talk to me about Zartan, KJ.
The home run. This sucker doesn't even need to change color. At first, I was gonna be like, well, that's not the guitar he was using in the cartoon, but this one looks so much better. Like, you got to leave room for improvement. You got to leave room for that stuff. But it's a classic. There's so many great things you can do with that. The only thing I would say, if it had like a grinning, open mouth head or screaming, yelling, I'm gonna rock head, like that kind of thing.
Right.
Like, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it. And I'll find some alternate heads later if I want to do that. Or I'll just use AI. Screw it. That's what everyone else is doing. Yeah, I'll just do that. Oh, yeah. It'll be creepy. But people can like make AI videos of Cold Slither rocking out. That'll be creepy. I shouldn't have given them the idea. Yeah, I'm giving myself the creeps now.
It's
yeah,
okay,
this figure looks great.
And Ryan Daly is right. I was right. With the band, wrong performer. It was
Van
Samson
Hagar.
Hagar.
Yep.
Jan
It was
Hagar.
Hagar, second singer. There you go. Cool. Paul Stanley and James Hetfield use a flying V. There you go. Very
There you
cool.
go.
Some rock and roll knowledge in there.
Debo, he's right. The ones in the cartoon look like cigar box banjos. But Spec says that we may be getting Singing Head.
There we go. Yeah, because remember, we could in the 29 accessories,
Yeah.
we could be getting the alt faces. So
But
Right.
this was
Very
this was a grand slam. This was you know what this was? This was bases loaded, down by 3, Game 7 World Series, bottom of the 9th, grand slam. This was perfection.
yeah, and a screaming Zartan face with this look could look like Ozzy. So
Yeah,
that'd be
Exactly.
pretty cool. And then there's just a 1-to-1 look, and they did a terrific job with Sunbow.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Freddie Freeman. This is a walk-off home run.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And then just another note, the packaging is supposed to be designed to recreate the Springfield Theater. So that'll be really cool. I can't wait. It's Comic-Con. You're going to get the pretty deluxe packaging. We got it for Once a Man Cobra Commander. And so, yeah, diaphragm joints. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. All right. And then one more. We got a color change Zartan from Super 7. This one isn't coming out at Comic-Con. It's coming out April 3rd, though. So you got to wait a little bit. UV light changes into, so you don't put it in the freezer this time. So UV light. So, Bobby, how do you feel about this? And do you pick up any of these reactions?
I don't. I'm not gonna pay $20 for a $10 figure. I have 3 reaction figures. That's because I got them all at Comic-Con. Ryan Daly, that's amazing. I mean, look, it's cool. I like the fact that they're doing color changing. I do like Super 7. I'd get their ultimate figures, but I'm not doing reaction.
Yep, got it. Any comments, KJ?
I'm doing reaction. I'm getting this.
All right, you're gonna do the O-ring reaction, right?
Yeah.
These have the joints. You know, the other ones were what 3 POA. What are these?
Yeah. If you want to take a look real quick, here's the Cobra
5
Commander.
POA, sorry.
And, yeah. So yeah, you can see the difference.
And those O-ring plus, gotcha. Cool.
Right.
Correct.
So this is reaction plus, and this is the reaction 5 POA and more POA. So yeah, I'll be getting that Cold Southern.
Very cool. Yep. So that joins the line there. Well, guys, that's the end of the show. No, I'm kidding. We got a whole nother segment. But Bobby, do you want to take off?
No, I can hang on. I can hang on for a little bit longer.
Perfect. Cool. Stick around. More G.I. Joe. Here we go. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll have more Comic-Con news as it comes in the weeks to come. But we're on a Snake Eyes mission right here. So here's the deal, right? What if Classified did a whole fan stream and it was just Snake Eyes? Before we show Snake Eyes, because we just got a Gamerverse. Sure, there was X-Force 2-pack. There's Enemies, Venom. But look, we got like what, 8, 6, 7 figures of Spider-Man, Miles Morales, or Peter Parker, whatever.
Mhm.
How would the Classified, and when I mean a whole fan stream of Snake Eyes, you still get like a Zartan here and there. But I mean, if it's like if we got 6 versions of Snake Eyes on a fan stream, how would the Classified fan base react the way the Marvel Legends people are reacting to Gamerverse KJ?
Okay, so I'll give you a Snake Eyes wave right now off the dome. Dead Game, Snake Eyes, red. All right. Don Marino, Snake Eyes. She counts as a Snake Eyes, right? Kamakura, Snake Eyes. You can go ahead and do that. There have been 3 different Snake Eyes, basically. You can redo the movie Snake Eyes. And I'm not talking Henry Golding. I'm talking Rise of Cobra, Ray Park Snake Eyes.
There we go.
You could go ahead and give us that Super 7 Sunbow. We got it with the Mass Effect, right? Put it on a card. Forget the Mass Effect exclusive. Put the Sunbow cartoon Snake Eyes on that card, man. Right? We're going to get the V4 Snake Eyes, the Ninja 4 Snake Eyes with the daggers. He whips up them daggers, stabbing dudes in the back.
Right. So also we're going to run through like 24 different versions of Snake Eyes. I just wanted it's not about specific Snake Eyes right now. I just want to know how you think the classified fan base would feel. I'll just cut to Bobby on this question. We'll come back to KJ. But Bobby,
as long as it's good, I think that they would be behind it. It's like you saw how Marvel fans, they'll get all the Spider-Man, DC fans will get all the Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, Snake Eyes, you're Snake Eyes fans the same way. Do the silent interlude in special packaging, re-release that deluxe Snake Eyes. And a whole bunch of classified collectors didn't get their hands on that weapons rack. They still got the tooling. Bring it back.
Look, I'll say this: if they did a whole stream on Snake Eyes,
it would be. Look, it would be like, say, if they gave 5 Snake Eyes because there's the video game coming out.
The whole game, classified universe be like, okay, here's my wallet, right? Like,
but the community they do complain from every now and then.
We're not playing for angels. You have people that would whine and bitch like little bitches. Sure. They're like, we didn't get this, but this isn't the Snake Eyes I wanted. Shut up. All right. But I think overall, on the whole, preparation, I know.
Disagrees. They revolt, and then you got Magus passing already. You got
Here's the thing: naysaying. Social media. And I'll go back to Bobby. Social media is built for naysaying. It amplifies
that's my question.
the negative.
Yeah.
But that's my question is, so for instance, this Gamerverse Snake reveal, people only talked about X-23, Kingpin, and the Hulk missile. After that, no one cared. And the people that really played the video games, like Bobby, not saying Bobby, I'm not pointing you out, but I'm saying there should have been more support for that Gamerverse. Man, I'm telling you, you want to see a thrashing, and this is not from Wade, it's from the community. Watch Ryan Ting on Unparalleled Universe, and that chat was going at him, man. And Wade did a great job being fair, but being honest. And he's an awesome dude. We love Unparalleled Universe. And Ryan did his best to be, and shout out to Ryan to be on that. He could have left. It didn't end up a dramatic thing. It was fine. But I'm just saying they were just burying, the Gamerverse thing and the stream and all the things going on with Marvel. So I'm wondering if this would happen with Classified, with Snake Eyes. If we got too much of one character over and over again, repainted.
The people who want it, they would get it, and they wouldn't say a word about it. Most people get what they want, and they don't need to be, hey, I got this, bye. Like, they don't do that. They just get it. And they don't care about the bitching and whining and moaning like Bobby was saying.
Well, here's a good point from Gun Bunny, and it's a perfect segue to what I want to get into, because the first 2 out of 3 figures numbered 00 and number 2 were Snake Eyes, and there was a little bit of complaint, but it was too new to complain. We didn't really know what we were getting. I mean, this is the figure that started a toy kind of mood. I got this on eBay. I was a little late to the party because I was only collecting like Star Wars Black Series and some Comic-Con stuff. I wasn't like, it's the beginning of COVID and all that. And then I was like, what the hell is this? Snake Eyes was like my favorite, thing as a kid and all this. And G.I. Joe was. And I was blown away, and my life changed forever, right? And then we got this immediately after for people who couldn't get this one, that didn't want to pay $130 on eBay like I did, instead of 60 or 50 bucks. And then we were able to get this one. It's a little different. So that was good. And I accepted it right away. Anybody can jump in there.
KJ, I'll let you take over, man.
That Snake Eyes Classified is still a great figure. And even though that ab crunch sometimes can get floppy, customer service at Pulse was still good. I was able to get a replacement. Red dot, no red dot. We've gotten this over again with the Desert Commando. We've gotten this again with the Timber repack. It's just that good with the bandoliers and everything else. I put the Blade trench coat on mine. Hold on, I have it around here somewhere. Hold on a second.
I mean, yeah, this is I packed away a lot of my Joes before the move, because when I go home, like the next Joe, I will have no toys up, which is sad. This is going with me. Like, this is going. Yeah. This I already packed it. This Snake Eyes is just, it's badass. And when they release a female Snake Eyes, I'll get her. Sorry, Riot Press. Yeah, but That was
Dude, we are going to talk about that Snake Eyes. We have a couple. Dude, the Snake
Can
Eyes.
you move the comment? The comment's taking up half the screen. Thank
No,
you.
that's why I'm hiding it, because we're showing it later. No, go ahead, show it off. And do you have a? Oh, we'll cut to KJ. Go ahead. What do you have to say about it?
No, I just love it. It's still a great figure. No matter what, this figure's 5 years old and it's still awesome.
Yeah.
Is that Blade's trench coat?
That's called, yeah,
Yep.
this is Blade's trench
Yep.
coat I put on Snake Eyes.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that is
that's
amazing.
And the sword still fits in the scabbard on the back. So yeah.
Mhm.
Like it's still great.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's great.
And Roman's
Got
right that Desert Snake Eyes is dope. It's just fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, and it was originally $40, and I paid I swear I paid $130 on it for eBay. But then again, you got to remember we were getting stimulus checks. We spent money on lots of stupid things back then. We didn't care. The Desert Snake Eyes is awesome. Yeah, for sure. What was I gonna get? I had a point, and now it's gone. Shit. Okay, no. It was that comment. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I love this comment with the fact that there are people still getting all twisted up about not getting Flash and all that shit. Steeler. If we get nothing but Snake Eyes in a short time frame, and we mean nothing but a lot of it. Like Spider-Man, we got Black Cat and stuff, but that was everyone's gonna say in general, dude, it was all Spider-Man, and that's my point. All hell would break loose, but only on social media. But that is my point. It's about social media. I just want to know. So basically, it might be worse, is what the audience is saying, than the Gamerverse thing. People complain about Retro Snake Eyes, but he's sold out everywhere, and he's worth a lot of money on eBay. By the way, lots of money. And have an
people
extra
like
one.
to bitch. We all know that though.
Cool. But the whole point is we're getting some good Snake Eyes too. Now this guy, people did not go crazy on him, and he crazy for him, and he's he ended up $5, $3, right? Because of the movie. I think overall the figure isn't bad. I mean, I like the sword. I think it's a good face.
Yeah, it's a good figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
People hated the movie, so
The movie was terrible. Yeah.
I actually like the movie, but now it's people hated it so much that I just gave in. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. And I'm like, I walked out liking it, but I just gave in. It's just like Man of Steel. I think it's one of the best movies ever, and everyone hates it. Now I'm like, okay, I guess you're right.
No, all my people love Man of Steel. Fuck that.
Yeah. Anyway, no Superman about this. We got too much stuff to talk about. So Fortnite, I didn't get this because it is, I don't know. I didn't need all those goofy accessories and stuff.
Same.
Did you guys? But this was a lot of Snake Eyes. We already got a lot of Snake Eyes, but I'm saying, imagine a whole stream of just Snake Eyes.
I got this one.
Alpha Commandos with Timber.
Actually, Travis, you snagged this for me because I could never find it in Houston.
That's right. Yeah, this was a good one because it at least gave us the version 1. And we did end up with the perfect version 1, but this was like a version 1-esque.
Yeah.
Cowboy, pirate, wizard. Now I don't mean that. I'm not going to that extreme. I'm saying the ones that we're gonna show you guys from the modern era and some of the other eras. I feel like I'm gonna twist this chat upside down. You guys are gonna want all of them. So this is the one that's worth lots of money, and it's the perfect version 1 Snake Eyes.
I've got
Nobody complained when this came out.
Nope.
Nobody said we got a lot of Snake Eyes. By the way, I think it's well revered.
This was great
and loved. Cool. Next one. And then we got basically just a Renegades reversion, repaint, kit bash.
I got 2 of these. Trav, you got me one of these, and I got one for $10 at Ross.
Mm-hmm. And I have to put KJ's comment up, even though he's here. Shrimp scampi, popcorn shrimp linguine. Now we're going too far. Cool. And there's the Desert Snake Eyes too.
I like this one way more than I thought I was going to.
Same.
I love it.
Same.
You know what? There wasn't that much backlash for this. There wasn't. I mean,
especially you have the gridiron desert guns.
Yep.
You can't lose.
Yep. See, I mean, I feel but that's my point is all these Snake Eyes so far, I think, other than the movie, and then maybe just kind of getting the 2-pack, but we gave us Timber, so I think it was selling out. Okay. So this is what we're getting next. We're getting another Snake Eyes next with another white animal, a giant fucking polar bear. And they're giving us the Sunbow Snake Eyes. I'll go to you, KJ.
We needed more hands with the Snake Eyes. So with all those irradiated hands, we needed those flesh tone with Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. It's like we're missing
Okay.
2 pairs of hands with this one.
Yeah.
Right, because we're only getting the regular ones, but
Everything else, no notes. Gimme.
yeah. And when they revealed this, I mean, I feel like most people wanted it, and especially there might have been some people that just only wanted to collect original toy versions and not cartoon versions, but those are not people getting sick of Snake Eyes. They were just saying, "Oh, happy for just like Cold Slither,
Yeah.
happy for the people who want it, but
Yep.
I'll pass." But I didn't get like, this sucks. We're getting so many repaints. That's my point. We're not getting a lot. Like, I feel like people are okay with these different versions of Snake Eyes. I want to see how far we can go with this. All right, so my point in this is, right, we got a M.A.S.K, and I think, the original Snake Eyes did not sell as well as you think, because now you can get it cheap, but it had to have sold enough, and that would basically be a maximum version of Snake Eyes. Now, would you guys do a maximum Snake Eyes for $50? Because
Nope.
it would basically be this $100 M.A.S.K, but probably not all this stuff.
The only way I would do that is if it's essentially just a repack of the deluxe Snake Eyes that came out in 2020, and I could buy it for $50 instead of $200.
So that's the maximum Snake Eyes, in your opinion.
Like, basically, yeah, give me the weapons rack. Refresh the weapons, I would say if this had a diaphragm joint instead of the ab crunch, I would say even be better. I was lucky enough to have Corey Cantalupe and Fred Axon on Black Ingus, and Corey talked about why the ab crunch gave Snake Eyes a more dynamic range of motion.
Yeah.
I would still be interested in seeing this Snake Eyes with the diaphragm joint, with toe articulation, with improved butterfly joints. But yeah, man, this is still just a really great figure. And when you can plus it up, it's great. I have whiplash with those M.A.S.Ks. I love the Commando edition. I hated the first M.A.S.K Snake Eyes. I couldn't stand it.
Right. And yeah, my review said the same thing when I reviewed both. One was the Commando one was much better. But you brought up my point. You said all the advancements you would want in a Snake Eyes. The point of Maximum Spider-Man isn't that it's packed out, it's that they gave it additional articulation.
But did they? I get Renew Your Vows vibes from that one. I don't see how it's already different from the super.
That is also
Spider-Man
that's probably the complaint from those who didn't get it out. But do you think people bought Maximum Spider-Man? It sold out. So do you think people bought it because of the accessories, or do you think do you think the promise of it being an essential part of their Marvel Legends collection?
It's a mix of FOMO and speculation. It's the first Maximum series figure. It's the first Maximum series Spider-Man. That alone gives it value. But it's a $25 figure with $5 worth of accessories and packaging.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. But you would want, but if you were to pay for Maximum Snake Eyes, it wouldn't just because of all these damn hands and weapons. It would be because of the advancements in the articulation. What advancements do we need in classified articulation to make it maximum?
Diaphragm joint, toe articulation, hands. If we get a Maximum Duke, I need 3 different head sculpts for that Duke. All of the classified series do that. Hold on. They do this. That's it. I need war whoops. I need hit the ground, move, hit the dirt.
All right.
I need the Dreadnoks. Cobra! There it is. Cobra!
This comment's funny. Nick Cage Snake Eyes, a movie that has nothing to do with Joe. Cool. And I got to point this out. This is the point of our stream. Thanks, Cody, for hanging out, because we are about maybe not 70, but we're going to see, like, I couldn't put all of them. We've already done 2 hours, but we're going to go through a lot of them right now. And we're going to start with the one that was my favorite as a kid, and they just skipped right on over it.
They're doing this one. They announced it.
Was it a name only? There's no picture reveal. Was it a name only? Help me out.
It was name only. They're doing Snake Eyes V4. It was name only, but yeah, they're doing
this. Is V3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
where they're doing V4. This is the one we know about, but they skipped over it. That's what I'm saying. They skipped over V3. This is my favorite as a kid. They skipped over it. They skipped. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Okay.
know. I had it right. Plastic.
No, you
I
had it
need
right.
V.
You had
I
it
want
right.
V. I need V4. I need V4.
So you don't want V3? Like
I don't
this
give a
thing,
shit
I
about.
love the giant daggers on the chest and like the like tell me this isn't Brooklyn 2099 silver. That's my point. How awesome. And look at the pants. Like you're getting Brooklyn 2099 pants in this. So I don't know. Maybe they can talk to Dwight. Dwight and Lenny collabo. Give us V3.
There we go.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. See, it was just I was at that age where it was my first as well. I'm not like OG, but I'm slightly OG. Changed our lives. They'll do V3 next. So they're gonna do V4 then V3.
All I know is if
Yeah.
they do this one, the knives need to come off.
Yes.
That would be cool. And then here, that's kind of what M.A.S.K did with theirs. They had a thing with a dagger, but it wasn't all the way V3 with the first one. They need to improve on the Joe butterfly articulation. Kind of tired of having them and don't work. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Advanced butterflies.
They
And the
need
butterfly
the plate
type.
carriers to come off.
For sure. Cool. All right. So we need that one. And then, yeah, we're getting this one. This is the name only, KJ.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So that one.
And
Yeah,
that's
we
the
need
one
it.
Bobby really wants.
This was my
And the
snake.
weapon needs to shoot.
That's not going to happen. Well, then again, we got cold slither, so anything can happen. At
There
this
you go.
point.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially if it makes a sound. I know Baldy was talking about like, what if it actually makes sounds? But then the price will be like $30 more. So I hope it doesn't. I'm talking about the cold slither set. Yeah. So, all right. Ready? We did. What did we do? We did. What was the first one we did for Star Wars? What did I call it again? It wasn't Fling or Swing. It was,
Forced divorce.
Force of Divorce. We did Fling or Swing, and now we're doing Chop or Cop. So Chop or Cop. V3 Snake Eyes. Chat. Let's go.
I would chop on this. I have no. I'm gonna chop.
All right. Cool. Chopping. You're chopping, so I'm copping. So you don't want V3. I'm copping, of course. That's my number one Snake Eyes I need.
Okay.
Okay, you're obviously copping this.
Cop like a mother.
Cool. And then if you guys just write cop, I'm not gonna know for which one, but I'm guessing it's for V3. Cool. KJ, chopper cop on this one.
Cop on everything.
Cop on everything. Okay, but there could be some outlandish Snake Eyes that you might say.
I'm not thrilled with the Ninja Force Snake Eyes. They would have to there's room for improvement with that one.
All right, so here's a caveat. Let's do this. Most of us watching in the chat and most of us on the show, we're all in on classified. We know this. Say chop if you just aren't thrilled with the design of the toy, and you might still buy it because let's face it, like Tiger Force Dusty, it fucking sucks, but I got it because I'm all in on the line. There's certain figures I'm all in, but I'm like not excited for. So if you're not excited, but you're still gonna buy it because you're a shill like all of us, just say chop. Don't say just say cop for stuff you really are excited for.
Yeah, I want the daggers with the Snake Eyes. I definitely want the hell out of this V4 Snake Eyes for real. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. All right. Good. All right. This can get interesting now with Ninja Force.
I will cop it if it has the blue cod piece. If the cod piece is blue, I'm copying it, but more than likely chopping it.
Nailed it. A retro version of V4 would be great. That red sword.
The only way I would cop this is if it's on retro card. Like I need a Ninja Force card.
Ooh.
The pink card is sick.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
That's
with
the only
dagger.
way I would do it.
Yes, I do that.
Yeah, for sure. And you see how he has like the goggles? Like the goggles are like part like a helmet goggles.
Yeah,
you know, like
really weird.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'll say cop for the 3 so far. Nothing's pushing me away. Now we're getting into strange territory. We're still in the Shadow Ninjas time, and we get a translucent Snake Eyes. It's somewhat translucent. It's only like glow in the dark or something.
It's a secret invisible power. Chop.
Yeah, color changing.
Yeah, chopping.
This is KJ. He's on mute, I think. Oh, here we go.
Chop, man. Like it would be interesting to see a translucent 6-inch scale Snake Eyes, but this all depends on if they can pull off the Ninja Force. If the detailing, if the sculpture's right, if the articulation is just right, and we get a translucent version of that, then you can do that.
Yeah. The
But that's
comments are
what
like,
this would be need. Yeah.
yeah. Remember how bad that translucent Doctor Strange figure was?
Oh God damn it!
From the movie.
It was so bad.
You got it.
I was so pissed. I pre-ordered that.
You pre-ordered it, dude. That is the walk of shame.
Yeah, this is
the rock and roll walk of shame.
This is the look of a man who I was like, oh, it looked cool. Yeah, I'll pre-order it. Why not? Let's check it out. Comes in. I get the box. What is this? I open it up. What the? I'm like, well, I can't.
That's hilarious.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia said, that is one cock you can't unsuck. So,
oh my God.
There you go. That's how I feel about that Doctor Strange figure.
Oh my God. All right, moving on. Okay, we all chopped that. The whole chat chopped that one. So, okay, what about, we got V9, V10, and V11. This was from the year 2000. We're jumping now. 2000. We're going to jump around. I'm not going to go through every single one because a lot of the Snake Eyes just look like V1, V2 over and over again.
Well,
so
it's a lot of reuse and it's a lot of repaints, right? So, like the one on the V9 is a repaint of V3, and then the other ones are repaints of each other. So, they got to nail that base figure the same way that they nailed the 00 Snake Eyes. And that gave us the mainline one, the Desert Commando one, the Timber Repack one, right? So that's what it would take. You had to nail the update and that transliteration into 6-inch scale, into 1/12 scale. You do that, then the moon's your oyster. Like you can go ahead and do all those different versions.
Right. And I think this is when we start to get into the point, because as good as some of the Gamerverse figures were, they were getting into this territory here where it's reuse, it's repaints, it's this and that. So how far will we, we've seen almost everyone copying, V3, V4, V5, even V6 we all hated, but we're kind of intrigued by the translucent part. But now we're starting to get into just straight up reuse, repaint.
Yeah.
How much I'm curious if anybody will cop any of these. I think the one on the left, and that G.I. Joe logo reminds me of obviously Jinx when the cartoon and everything. But I don't know, man. I like the blue and black, and this is one of my favorite looks. I think this is a repaint I would cop, but the others no, chop.
Agreed.
I kind of want to get sweatpants that have that.
That'd be
I
dope.
want that now.
I mean. Chalkline should make them or something. That would be cool. I have the Sigma 6 Snake Eyes with parachute. Would love to see a version similar, maybe a homage in issue 21. Venomized Snake Eyes. Yeah, I like that. Cool. What did Cody say? Why he got on Sergeant Slaughter wrestling? Very cool. I think we're chopping most of these. Okay, cool. And now we're getting into some unique stuff here. V13 2002. We're sticking with 2002. Man, they made like 6 Snake Eyes a year in some of these modern era here. So 2002 V13, and then you got V15 in the middle and V16 from 2003. Bobby, chopping, copping, talk to me.
I'm chopping all these. I love Snake Eyes, but the reason why I have so many Captain Americas or Cyclopses or Wolverines is all the suits are different, but every suit that they release, I have a certain love and or affinity for that suit. And the Snake Eyes for me, it's the black, it's that Desert Storm suit, and then version 4. Everything else, I'm like, what are these? These look like the figures you got from Dollar General when you couldn't go to KB or Toys R Us. You went to Dollar General, and you're like, okay, well these are fine. These will work, sure. No, these look horrible.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go to you, KJ, and then I got a point to make. Go ahead, buddy.
I mean, I
Chop
think
top.
everybody has their favorites. I know that that's not the Resolute Snake Eyes, but it's close. So if they could give me a classified Resolute Snake Eyes, I would definitely get the hell out of that. The Snake Eyes I have with the coat is kind of like the Renegade Snake Eyes a little bit. They did a version with a coat. Like, it just matters if it looks cool. Like, this could be a good jump off point, but it just all boils down to execution. Without that, it's kind of hard to tell. These don't look good. The one on the left reminds me a little bit of Resolute, but not quite. So yeah, it just really depends on how you update it.
Yeah. And then do we reach a point where when it does reach this point, are we still all in on the line? Like, are we still, or are we just like all in, but ollies at this point, or like Ross? I mean, how far can we be all in if we just get dumped? That's how Spider-Man fans feel, right? From the Gamerverse ones, those are a little more unique, but we're starting to get a lot of Spider-Man figures, and people are getting worn out. They got the maximum Spider-Man. Do they need any more? That's the point. We get a maximum Snake Eyes. Do we need any more? When is too much too much? You know, like, when do you say, I was all in, Lenny, but man, we're at the 18th Snake Eyes now, because we got a lot more Spider-Man than that. We know why, but Snake Eyes is the Spider-Man of G.I. Joe. That's kind of, so when does it reach that point? You know, this is the point, maybe, for most people. It's just a lot of people that are all in are probably not all in on this. And the one on the left is intriguing. The other two, though, I know that's all blue suit, and you had a question, Bobby, about that. So I guess Mr. Madgus said no blue classic.
I mean,
is it? I mean, I guess it's a repaint of that classic one, but we're already getting that one. We're getting the Sunbow one. So
like,
this is just a different version.
Yeah, and like KJ said, like, it'd have to be really, really, really good. Or a good interpretation of that for me to get him.
Yep. And now I feel like The Rock on SmackDown. I want Riot Press's soul. Yeah, it really does hit your soul, because now it's like we're all happy and all in, but man,
I mean,
just like,
yeah, there's only so much you can collect. There's no such thing as a complete collection. Once you're satisfied, you have to ask yourself, are you doing it for the art? Are you doing it for the love of the culture? Or is it compulsive? If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. And if you're not enjoying the purchase, if you feel like you're buying something just because you're obligated to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. And I think for a lot of the people who have the lion's share of classified collectors, from 00 to like 150 now, goodness, try not to do the math, but they have enough. I totally have enough. But I'm gonna get stuff like Cold Slither or this or that, anything that piques my interest, and be like, oh, that's a pretty cool thing. Oh, if I'm building Steel Core, then let's get that 2-pack with the Twilight Guards, and let's get Iron Grenadiers, blah, 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 blah. But if you're not having fun, if you're doing this to keep up with the Joneses, give yourself permission to stop.
Yeah.
No one's going to fault you. No one's going to call you a fake fan. If they do, they're the fake fan, not you.
Yeah.
You already got your collection. You know,
we have some great comments. Yeah, I think giving Lenny, Tony, and company credit is that I think they want to, you know, they have to play the business game like everybody under the Hasbro, but seeing Cold Slither, they want to keep things interesting and classify it up. So I think, yeah, adding these are like no-brainers, right? Because they're just completely different versions. They're not straight up repaints like what we're seeing here. And then this was a great point. This was another reason I wanted to do this, was we actually didn't get a Snake Eyes classified in 2024. We got M.A.S.K, but we got Reaction and shit, but we didn't get any. It was amazing that we didn't get it classified. So imagine not going a whole year and not getting Spider-Man. Now I get it. Spider-Man's far more popular in the world than Snake Eyes. I'm not comparing the two on the list, but I'm just saying their number one character didn't see a figure in the whole year. So we may never reach this point, is what I'm saying. I don't think Lenny would ever want to get to this point. Maybe it'd be a good question for them. How, they say nothing's off the table, but I think there's certain things they're willing to say, nah.
We're good. We're good.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh, wait, there was a question before that. Oh, we'll just throw this on the screen, keep it interesting. But Nerd Alert, thanks for joining late. You said late, you're never late. And you said, what are we looking at? We're looking at how far are we willing to go with Snake Eyes, because we got a whole stream on Gamerverse Spider-Man where the majority of figures were repaints or retools of Spider-Man figures. So how far were you willing to go with the Spider-Man of G.I. Joe, which is Snake Eyes? So that's what we're doing, playing a little game of chop and cop. Now we're getting a little more interesting here. We got some camo, we got some green, get some more military looks. KJ, how you feeling? Chopping or copping any of these? And these are...
Is that Tiger Force Snake Eyes? Or is that Night Force?
This is Desert Patrol Venom versus Valor.
Man.
So this is version 18 from the 3-pack. This is version 21 from the Desert Patrol V versus V 2004. And then we got a version 26 there, I believe.
I mean, we're gonna get some crazy looks, man. The one on the left looks like Sam's Club Snake Eyes. Like
Look, the
so
one
I'm curious about the one in the middle. The other two I can do without.
The one on the far left looks like Luigi. The one in the middle, chopping. I kind of dig the one on the far right. I might cop that one depending on how it comes out.
I like those urban, flowery, like Hawaiian.
Exactly.
It's like urban Hawaiian pants or something.
It's a PTO Snake Eyes.
Yeah, for sure. I'll
thank you, KJ, for laughing at my joke. Fuck you, Travis.
Yeah.
All right, look, I'll chop the left, and I don't know. I can't buy both those pants. We already got the desert one in the middle. I'll say chop middle and cop right. I'll cop the one on the right. It's different enough. Green in the Death Valley. There you go. Hey, Poplender, thanks for joining. Yeah, he said wrap it up. He can go wrap himself to bed.
I'm saying, like, I'm gonna hop on the next time you're streaming Spec. I'm gonna be like, okay, dude, wrap that shit up. You're gonna get tired of that.
I don't get it. Telling me to wrap it up. We got 85 people watching that.
I'm saying
12:30 at night. I'm in Cleveland. It's 12:30, and I'm still going. I don't have to work till 1:30 tomorrow, so that's why we're doing this. All right, cool. All right, next one we got. This is the 25th anniversary battle damage from 2008. It's version 32. Yeah, I mean, we're getting it says battle damage, but it looks like he just has like a sling on or something. He's missing a whole. Oh no, I see it. It's his whole shirt's ripped off on the left.
Yeah,
and you can kind of see some of it on the right. Looks like he just kind of has a shoulder pad still on, but a tank top or something. But
the Rosh Shikagi tattoo is pretty dope on that one.
Yeah,
like, that's cool.
Right.
It all comes in the details. Yeah.
All right, we chopping or copping, KJ?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's cop it.
Same.
Pop, make that 91, baby. Ever since Spec said wrap it up, now it's gonna hit like 200 now. Yeah, no, appreciate it. Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna cop it just because it's battle damage. We talked about that was B Battlegrounds, right? Last week when you talk about the battle damage stuff, you really wanted some of that in the line, battle damage faces and everything. All right, Arctic time. We got the version 35 25th anniversary Arctic. It's from 2008. Shadow. It's very Shadow Tracker like that one on the middle, right?
Yeah,
that's the one I'm talking about. Is the one in the middle? They got that Shadow Tracker like the demon. Like, it looks like alien faces or demon skulls or something. And then we jumped to version 46. I just wanted to put the Arctic ones together. So we got the Rise of Cobra Arctic suit. So we got version 46. So we got the two Arctic suits. Go ahead, KJ.
Yeah, I think you can make the one on the left more interesting. They're not going to do soft goods for it, but you won't need it. It just needs to be able to come off and have an interesting Arctic ninja suit underneath.
Yeah.
So it's about what they do underneath for that. And the one in the middle, the Shadow Tracker Arctic Snake Eyes, you can chop that.
Okay.
Depending on how they do both of them, they could be cops. I mean,
Twin skull necklace, yeah, but it reminds me of the Shadow Tracker getup. Yeah.
And we do still need Quinn. I have that issue where he gets killed. Great issue. But the one of the Arctic Assault has Snow Job, reminds me of Snow Job a lot, so they could do a lot of cool shit with that. And then the one in the middle, looks kind of dope. So I think if they do it right, it would. I think the one in the middle would be, for me, like the Desert Assault one, where like, that sounds dumb. Why would they do this? And they come out with, you're like, oh my god, why didn't they do this earlier? You know, it's like, shit. Fine.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Right, the Shadow. Yeah, Shadow Tracker basically is a predator of G.I. Joe. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be perfect to fight Shadow Tracker, I think.
Yeah.
So it's one of those designs where I'm like, no way, but classified would make it amazing, right? I think that was your point, Bobby. Was like, yeah, and then the Arctic, and then KJ's point was was for the other figure. It looks goofy, him just but they would make it amazing.
Yep.
So it would make any of these figures amazing, but like, I'll cop both, but yeah, because I know they could take what this is and really do some good stuff with
Falcon?
it.
Like, we're like, that would look stupid, and then it comes out like, all right, that looks sounding dope. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly, the newer Falcon. Okay, cool. So we got some little bit of controversy because what the hell is that? Is that a raccoon or Timber? Look at that face. Let me get rid of this logo.
It's like
you guys can
Timber and Rocket
Look at that.
Raccoon had a baby, and
the alien
and the mutated
Timber.
The mutated fetus came out looking like that.
Yeah. All right, so just to break it down, we have the version 36. So this was right after that that Shadow Tracker looking one or whatever with the Quinn necklace. Version 36, the 25th anniversary mass device, right? So we're getting mass device figures, but we already got a mass device Snake Eyes, which is just the Sunbow Snake Eyes, but we didn't get like a specific one. This one has like translucent. He's already affected by the mass device, right? Like he's already got the venomized.
Yeah, the radioactive crystals. Yeah,
radioactive. Yep. How are you feeling
and I like
about
what they
it,
did
KJ?
here because for classified, it's only the hands that are irradiated, and not like going into like the material of the plastic. So this is more interesting to me, actually.
Dollar Store Timber. Snake Eyes with Badger. Comments are amazing. Yeah. So what are we doing? We copping or chopping, KJ?
I mean, they already have that. Just they give us a different Timber. I guess if they wanted to repackage the mass device Snake Eyes they have now on card, and if they would incorporate these kind of effects, I would definitely cop it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a cool repaint of what we're getting next from Snake Eyes. Bobby, how you feeling about this one? You like that? We talked about the translucent stuff, but at least this time it's like limbs.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have done this with what they did, because I love Trash Panda. I love the limbs being translucent, the face being translucent, the boots. Like, I like that more. I like this.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'd cop this in trash. The Dollar General raccoon, panda, badger, zombie Timber.
They should have made Timber the translucent one and zombified him.
No.
Gunther Chop. That's funny.
I'm only confident if they make a translucent Timber. All right. Now we have Snake Eyes as a ninja apprentice. So he's really fallen off the wagon. He was a star in his movie, and now he's doing background extra work. I don't know how he went backwards. I don't know what the story is. Tell me in the chat, modern era fans, but this is version 38. Ninja apprentice Snake Eyes. I mean, what the hell? What a fall from grace this is.
The ninja shit, man. Come on.
It's a prequel. I dig it.
It's a prequel. That's what it is. Exactly. It's a prequel. It's like the beginning of the Snake Eyes Origins movie that everyone loves. This is the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, cop that. And
with everyone's copping because he's a ninja. I mean, he's already a ninja, but yeah, this is the beginning. He's just a ninja.
I like this. It's intern Snake Eyes. There we go.
Yeah, go to it. Sorry.
I love that.
This would be the perfect place to bring that weapons rack back.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
make good calls.
Pop says he sees it as the training ninja. Yeah, because it's like a go back. It's from the Marvel comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. But no, I'm joking about like him going backwards, but it's definitely a prequel. But I like this. Change Timber's name to Chernobyl. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. I guess we're copping the Ninja Apprentice.
That's good.
Yeah, sure. I mean, anything prequel Snake Eyes, we're gonna cop, but
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's just a ninja. That's all it is. Okay, trench coat time. We got to go to KJ because he's got his trench coat in hand.
No, I
We
don't
should
need
have
to
just
cop
wore
because I
the
already
trench
made
coat.
one. No, I'm still copping that, man. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it looks fresh, and even the red of Blade's undercoat like really fits with the redness of the Arashikage
Yeah.
and the red accents in this, man. So yeah, I dig it, man. I still don't get tired of classified. So you're asking the wrong dude. I will grab all those shits, man, for real. Like,
Yep. But look, so there it is. You pretty much made one already, but
Yeah.
that one comes with timber. So Bobby, how you feeling? Would you cop would you need to cop both or just cop one, or like how you feeling?
Just give me the one on the left with whatever that is, right? The badger. Oh, that looks like a badger.
Dude, that's not bad. You gotta remember these are from actually this is
Fine.
from like mid 2000s. So
Yeah,
it's
no, I
probably
know.
not that great, honestly, but it's fine.
But I would do
This is Rise of Cobra. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I would definitely do the trench coat on the right with the figure on the left.
Okay, cool. So that is the Rise of Cobra 2009 figure, and then on the right is Renegades box set. That's a Renegades version, which we did get a Renegades version, but we got like a different Renegades. That's version 57. Yeah, I'll cop one of them. I don't think I need two trench coat Snake Eyes. That's a lot. All right, Arashikage cycle. Remember, a lot of people are using Black Widow cycles, and we're using Batman
Yeah.
cycle, all kind of cycles to go with Snake Eyes because we haven't gotten one right yet. So we're just using like that Black Widow one that she came with. Yeah.
This may sound sacrilegious, but just a little bit of tooling, you can turn that Cobra coil into an Arashikage cycle. Just depending on what you add or take away.
Thank you.
Okay. So you would take it. Okay.
Yeah, I take this Cobra coil, and instead of like the little cot pick that's already there, just add more to make it a little bit different. You etch in the Arashikage logo on the seat, change the colors, right? Maybe change the hubcaps.
That makes sense.
But it's all there.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I really like the urban deco. These are the nicest urban deco pants on that. Yeah, you're just taking the top of 02 and giving it like the urban deco pants. But then giving it a repainted.
I think we need that now. We need it. Yeah, we need it.
This actually makes a lot of sense, and it would cost them nothing to make.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. It's just repaints.
And it would excite us all. Bobby, Chopper, Cup.
Classified would probably make it dope as shit. I'd cop.
Right, but I don't think it's like one of those. You could make this a store exclusive, right? Because you don't really need it, and it's reuse and repaint. So this could be a Target exclusive. I think a good Target. It'd probably go on sale. So pants are too jarring. Huge screw in his thigh. Cool. All right, moving on. Look at this one. We have a battle
suit Snake Eyes. Yeah.
Battle suit, resolute battle suit. Right. So version 51.
Yes, man. Give me resolute.
21. 15 years ago. You like the battle suit, guys? We copping?
Copping.
Is just different enough.
Yes.
Yeah. That wingsuit, battle suit. Yeah. Well, how many? So, I mean, as a kid, Ken or Batman, it was all, Joker and Bob Boone and a million different versions of Batman. And I couldn't wait to get like underwater scuba diving Batman.
That was great.
The one that deals with the snow. This could be a whole like version of that Kenner line with like battle suit and like this motorcycle and like Arctic. Like you're just getting different versions of your most popular character, which is what we get in Batman. It's kind of what we get in Spider-Man, but make it cooler. Like do the whole Lenny and Tony thing where you're just throwing like contraptions and stuff.
That is true.
All right, cool. We got a couple more left, guys. Here we go. Pursuit of Cobra, the Temple Guardian. We're getting a face sculpt. We're getting a mask. We're getting 2 masks. We're getting, this is all like a packed out deluxe. I mean, we're getting everything with this version of, it's the Temple Guardian Snake Eyes from 2011, version 55.
You're gonna make deluxe go all out. Give me whoosh effects. Give me like effects to put on the swords and shit. Give me the ninja throwing stars, but with the wind behind the ninja stars. Definitely give me the weapons rack. Give me like a training post with the wooden sticks when you're like trying to like practice your strikes and all that shit. Like give me as much shit as possible, and then I'll think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And even that mask is reused from one of the Ninja Force dudes. I forget which one.
Like Dice and Slice and those guys.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Right. And we're getting Slice and Dice. Obviously, we got all the digital render. So it makes sense to reuse that as part of this. So, and people are asking for faces. Obviously, the long range reconnaissance Snake Eyes from Vietnam and all that. So, yeah. Dice.
All right.
Cool. All right. Chopping. What are we doing?
Asterisks. I need as much as possible, and then I'll get it for my money's worth. Otherwise, I don't need this.
Mm-hmm.
Chopping.
Okay. A lot of chopping in the chat, but I like it. I think this is one of the best ones yet because just I like all the accessories and it's packed out. It's unique.
I will say this, like with the detailing that you see that, instead of it being like etchings, if it's sculpted in, that could be interesting.
Good call.
Okay.
Last slide, guys. Chopping and copping. We've got version 63 and version 65 from 2013. And you get our see our dude, the rock block over there, road rock. So there we go. What are we thinking about? These are pretty different than what we've been seeing. So 63 or 65. How are we feeling about these? I'll go with you, Bobby.
I'd like to see how they do it in classified, but I'd cop the one on the left, chop the G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Mm-hmm.
Same. The one on the left is toy art, and that's basically the Alpha Commando Snake Eyes we've already gotten. Just give it a different color palette, and you release it as any kind of exclusive. You can even do like network with the NTWRK app or whatever. I don't know. But point is, it just looks cool. Just depends on execution. Yeah. All these things are execution.
I think Travis designed the one in the middle. Yes, because you remember my Storm Shadow with all his equipment, right? So the gridiron equipment. That's the guy he faces. So I have to cop both. I think the repaint on the left would be the most uninteresting Snake Eyes I get, and I'd be all in because of all the wacky colors and everything. But it's perfect repaint. So you're chopping both, or you're copping left, chopping right.
I'm copping left and chopping right, like Bobby.
I'll say chop left, cop right, just to be different, like Shaquille O'Neal. But Luka Doncic is Wade.
We could do a whole stream on Luka and LeBron.
That was the worst trade in NBA history. But this was one of the greatest shows in a Toy Kind of Mood history because we covered like every single toy ever. We did a whole concept. We did everything. And the least you guys can do for that is just like the show. That's it. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your auntie. We'll be back. We got a lot more going on. We got G.I. Joe Fanstream March 18th. We've got Walmart CollectorCon March 13th. We got Mattel Revealed March 6th. And who the hell knows what we got coming up, but we got some stuff. But dude, this has been awesome. And I think we proved that the G.I. Joe community would initially raise hell if they gave us this many Snake Eyes, but they'd buy them anyway.
Yep.
And we'd have good chats like this and be fine to do it. So yeah, thanks guys. The comments tonight just made my week. It was lots of fun stuff. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching.
Cool.
Any last words, Bobby?
Last words. It was a fun show. I don't know when GHG is coming back. It's hopefully soon, but the next month is gonna be crazy.
Well, Toy Fair is
because-
this weekend, so we got to
Yes.
recap Toy Fair on Wednesday. So yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for reminding me. I'm still thinking so far ahead to the future, but yeah, we got Toy
I
Fair and
will-
all that other stuff.
Yeah,
So
I'll be available for Toy Fair.
cool.
This next month, March, will be the last month that I am in Texas. So March is gonna be crazy for me. My GHG fucking special co-host Derek will be visiting me for a few days. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and I hope if I come back with GHG next month, great. If not, you might be doing you might be seeing me do my GHG show from New Mexico starting from here on out.
Looks
Yo,
like we have
Lone Wolf's gonna shout us out if the camera catches him. Thanks.
Look
man.
at that. Now
Yeah.
that is big. Who's
Amazing.
going to win the Elimination Chamber? If you guys can remember who's in it.
Cena's gonna win it. He's gonna go on. He's gonna take the title from Cody. Cody will turn heel.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Hold on. I heard a really interesting theory. First off, thank you, Pop. I appreciate that. Beds are amazing.
Yeah.
Also, my haircut got fixed. My wife fixed it for me, so she not only does stickers but can do hair. Okay. Here's what I've heard. I've heard that Cena will lose. However, he will take The Rock's soul-taking offer to challenge Cody in WrestleMania. I think he screws over either Roman or Seth.
Okay. Punk has to do something. I agree. It's going to get interesting. It's going to be awesome.
I hope Punk whoops the shit out of Logan Paul.
Cool. And hey, I'm in hotel Wi-Fi was successful tonight. Good thing I paid $3 for the upgrade and called customer service and they fixed it. I don't think we had any issues tonight, right? At all. So
it's the German 3 from Inglorious Bastards.
All right, I know. All right. On that point, we're out of here, guys. KJ, any parting words up before we go?
Yeah, man. Enjoy your figs. Enjoy your time with your friends and family. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
This is why we do it. Shows like this tonight. This was amazing. We fantasy booked a Snake Eyes, and hopefully Hasbro isn't watching because we don't need to spend that kind of money. So until then, guys, we'll catch you later. For Travis Moody, it's been a Toy Kind of Mood, episode 210. What if Snake Eyes, whatever the hell the long title was. All right, see you later, guys. Like the show. Give us a like. See you later. Peace.